Dad. Are we live now? Are we actually live? My dad left because he's looking for cameras that he wanted to install that aren't here. So they're fighting in the back right now because IT can't get the cameras. And my dad wanted cameras. It's a whole big mess. It's always about the cameras.
Yeah.
Now he's gone. But me and Lou are here.
That's right.
And that's all that matters.
We'll do the show.
And special guests are coming.
Yes.
And so we'll just wait for my dad to come back and IT and my dad to stop fighting. And by IT, I mean my brother, IT, and my dad.
And until then, and I think they went to the 14th floor to get this resolved.
It's my show now, they're saying.
Yes.
Hey, Jeremy, do you want to come sit in for my dad? Oh, the camera needs to be fixed. It's always the cameras. It's always about the cameras. But that's okay. We have cool stuff going on. I think my dad wanted to tell you what the cool stuff was.
Is he
coming back? It is live.
We're live right now?
Yeah. Should I call my dad? Hold on.
Has anybody sent me any money yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This is why we should make my name a little bit bigger. Like, it should be Jacqueline Schultz Does Stuff, and sometimes Howie Mandel is here, too, doing some stuff. And sometimes he's in the other room yelling about cameras. Hold on. Let me call him. Howie? Howie-ella.
Yeah.
You don't know where he went?
Give him a call.
I am.
Find out if he's on his way.
Well, I don't want people listening. He's not answering.
Oh, he might be busy. He could be very busy.
I'll text him.
So far, it's compelling.
So far, this is going really, really well.
It's very compelling.
Hey, Dad, we are on live. It's okay. I can hold it. He left? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He's gone? He's gone. Wait.
I was in Vegas.
Did he actually leave? His car is gone. What the heck?
Well,
this is going well. Well, you guys get to see live what happens and why we were late.
Yes. So
he's out of focus, I think. Howie is MIA, just like the rest of our guests. Whenever we have guests on that just don't show up, this is like what my dad is doing right now to me. What do you want to talk about, Lou?
Well, I was in Las Vegas, Nevada last week.
That's what you want to talk about? How did it go?
It went really, really well.
Yeah.
I went on stage and people laughed.
That's good.
Yeah. And
were you surprised?
I was very surprised.
Wasn't it the last Tropicana? You closed out the Tropicana?
I did. It was the last full weeks of shows. They blow it up on the 3rd.
Are they going to like televise it?
It's going to be imploding. Yeah. First, they got to clear everything out, take out all the slot machines and everything that has value. Mm-hmm. They got to remove all that. Then they're going to demolish it. And I don't know where the Laugh Factory in Las Vegas is going to go next, but.
Oh, are they moving it to another hotel?
They're looking for another venue to do the comedy club, and no word yet on exactly how that's going to work out. But I had some interesting moments. I was working with a guy by the name of Greg Hahn, who did his set, and he was about to walk off, and then he turned around and said, "I just remembered 5 more minutes," and he went back on.
Really?
5 more minutes.
Who else was closing that week?
That's just him.
Only you and him?
Yeah, and a young girl who was the MC.
I'm calling again.
Okay.
He turned off his phone. Is this serious? He shouldn't be driving like this. Can I tell you he's like the worst driver ever? So to drive when he's mad. Alex, can you get a hold of him?
Well, I texted him and told him we're live.
That's all? I'm blaming this on you because you wouldn't do the cameras.
Yeah, well, they're on.
They're on. What am I supposed to do?
Well,
like, I don't even know. Is he coming back at all? And we have guests coming. So, like, what am I supposed to do with the guests?
You're supposed to talk to them, Jackie.
But, like...
You're the host, too.
I understand, but the guest did not come with the expectation that they were just talking to me.
That's true.
Can I tell you what?
And he also planned all this shit without. He always plans this without me, so I don't know what his plan was.
I don't know. I told him we're live as soon as he stepped out.
Can I tell you what I did a couple days ago?
Yeah.
I took some cool pictures of my face. I can't wait to post them.
Yeah. Is it P. Diddy related? That's what they're asking.
Of my face?
No. Did you hear about P. Diddy?
I did.
And?
I don't understand.
Smoke machine isn't even working. Nothing's working. Guys, the smoke machine isn't even working. Oh!
Whoa, there we go.
Oh!
I thought it was a cat for a second.
There you go.
What kind of penalty do you think people should get that abuse pets, Jackie? What do you think that what kind of penalty should
There's
these?
a special place in hell for
I
people that
swear to you, I
abuse
don't.
them. But I think if they abuse pets, that like goes to show that they're also probably going to abuse humans.
Nothing is to abuse an innocent.
Where did this come from? That's not what P. Diddy did. He's being accused of sex trafficking and which am I allowed to say that? I'm not allowed to say that. He's being accused of stuff, trafficking and I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
I see this stray cat that comes around the house.
I could say that?
You can do schmecks.
I know like on TikTok, there's certain things like they say schmecks, right? Schmecks? I don't know.
I see this stray cat that comes around the house.
Wait, that has nothing to do with Diddy. You want to talk about cats.
What I want to tell you is
talk
it's
about
a stray cat.
He wants to talk about pussy. Go ahead.
A stray cat,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah.
And the most cutest cat in the world, very young. How could anybody let that cat out of the house? How could they do that to this thing?
That's not abuse.
That is abuse. When you let a cat
But
go.
people won't take like a cat from you or an animal for you if you just let it out of the house. That's not considered abuse. Maybe it's negligence.
Well, I'm saying that they got rid of the cat, is what I'm saying. They got rid of this cat.
And I heard you're not allowed to say stray anymore.
Why?
You can't say stray. I don't know. I didn't know that from last time. Was that Orny that said that?
Why
Orny
can't
said.
you say stray?
Yeah. I don't know.
Stray's a good word.
Is it? Well, he said it's not. You're not allowed to say stray. And I'm pretty woke. And I
all
didn't
of a
know
sudden,
that.
Orny is the man that knows the right words. That you can say?
Apparently, he does. P. Diddlin. That's what they call him. P. Diddlin.
What did he
do? Is he seriously not coming back? No one could get a hold of him? Maybe I call my mom and tell her.
What did P.
My mom will get him back.
What did P. Diddy do?
P.
Diddy do?
I think there's a bunch of charges. Don't?
No, he'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Bye, Mom. What?
You know, he's coming back here. We're just.
You gotta call him and he splits. I'm trying to find out who called.
Okay. Okay. All right. Got it.
P. Diddy do.
But he's coming back? What did he do? He's being accused, but I think it's like legit. If they are going, you see, they raided his houses. They don't raid your house unless they have legit evidence.
So it's not a P. Diddy do, it's a P. Diddy did, is what it is.
Doing currently.
P.
But
Diddy
I see
did.
this thing, like people are saying that he is going to be the fall guy for like a bigger, like this conspiracy theory for like a bigger ring scandal that's going on that involves way more people. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, that's all
Ring scandal.
pretty huge.
What's a ring scandal?
Like a big schmex trafficking ring
yeah.
that involves really influential people, and that he is going to be the fall guy.
No.
For not to say he's not guilty and he didn't do shitty stuff, which I believe
Like you
he
said,
did, but
when-
I think that there's other people that are probably involved that evidence is going to go missing, kind of like
Well,
the whole Epstein
Like
thing.
you said, they don't do what they did because he didn't do something.
No, I know, but I think wasn't there like didn't they go into Epstein's place and then they magically lost a hard drive that had shit on it?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
And so I'm thinking, like, his people are coming out and saying that it's not just him. There's, like, really high up influential people. Am I going to get, like, shit for saying this stuff?
Why?
No. This is out there, right? Isn't this the conspiracy theory that's out there?
You're not. These are allegations. Just use the word allegations.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Legend.
I mean, I don't
These things allegedly happen.
typically agree with a lot of what Candace Owens says, but she has been saying one thing that I agree with, that is that he's going to be the fall guy for bigger people that are in this whole scandal. And I agree.
He's too powerful to be the fall guy. He's too powerful. I don't.
No, he's just powerful enough for you to think like this is the top, and it's not the top.
So there's people above him.
Yeah, and people like the feds and I don't know. Am I wrong? Isn't this the conspiracy theory right now that people are saying?
Yeah, it's all top government people.
It's all top government people that are involved in this and have their hands in the music industry and are part of this big schmeck trafficking ring and drug ring.
Is it alleged that Newsom is part of that?
Who?
Gavin Newsom? Is it alleged that he's part of that?
No, I haven't heard that.
How about Nancy Pelosi? You think she might be? Because it is California.
I haven't heard that. And it's not just California.
Oh.
They raided his Miami home,
Oh.
and it's supposed to be all over the U.S. that this stuff is happening.
All over the U.S.
Yes.
Wow.
So I think, well, I don't think that will come out. I think that's why they're raiding it and trying to get evidence, and then it'll magically disappear. I'm really into these conspiracy theory things, like the whole Avril Lavigne is not actually Avril Lavigne, which we talked about before.
What do you mean?
You know who Avril Lavigne is?
Yes. Why is she not actually Avril Lavigne?
Because the original Avril Lavigne, I don't believe she passed away. I believe she stepped away and that the record company replaced her with someone, a lookalike. I love these conspiracy theories.
No, that's not true, Jackie.
Why?
Why?
Look, they're looking. Avril Lavigne clone. Melissa Vandella? Is that her name? And look at the pictures next to each other of the two different Avrils. They don't look the same, right?
Well, then they're not the same. That's why they don't look the same.
Well, one of them is a recent Avril and one of them is an old Avril. I don't think I look that much different from when I was a teenager.
No, I don't buy. Why? Avril Lavigne is just a run-of-the-mill pop star. She's no big deal. In the
Jackie
big picture.
Conspiracy Hour. This is Jackie. Jackie, you got the show. You go. Thank you, Alice Martinez. I'm fine. I could just run with conspiracy theories for the next hour. We can do that. And then when we have guests come in, I'll just have them give their take on different conspiracy theories.
I told you that I took cool pictures of my face a couple days ago, right?
Okay, this is better than conspiracy theories. Go for it. Show me
I
the cool
just-
pictures of your face.
I haven't posted them yet, Jackie.
So you don't want to share them yet?
No, I just took them.
Okay. Are we supposed to say what we're doing today and who's coming?
They've been surprises in the past,
So I can't say anything.
One of the
but
surprises.
this circumstances are different. I think.
Yeah,
you can.
one of the surprises.
Like how much? Alex, do you want to come sit with me while we're waiting for Dad?
One of the
No,
surprises.
I just talked to him. He's coming back.
When? But
Right now.
when?
Right now.
Right this second?
And one of the surprises.
Are we not allowed to talk about why he left? He doesn't want to say a single thing.
Let him.
He's
talk
just going to
about
come back and join the conversation
Yeah.
it. As
guess
if
so.
nothing was
as if
wrong.
nothing happened. As if I wasn't even prepped for him to leave and throw a hissy fit about cameras.
Oh, he left.
That's okay. We'll just. Do you want to just wait quietly? We
No.
can-
No, waiting,
No.
waiting quietly on a broadcast.
That doesn't work with podcasting to sit quietly for a few minutes.
No, I don't think it. It's live. You have the chat there and stuff.
No, I'm reading the chat.
We could use more smoke.
Yeah.
All right, let's
okay.
put some smoke
Everyone,
in.
just give me ideas here while we sit for a second. We'll smoke it out. We'll read the chat.
There you
We'll
go.
talk about
We got tons,
Diddy
Not enough
conspiracy
smoke
theories?
This morning.
what?
tons of stuff.
Dad can't take the heat.
Oh, I got an idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Go.
Oh, no, I really don't. I thought I did.
Wait, someone's saying P. Diddy didn't do it.
Ah,
I don't think anyone believes that P. Diddy didn't do it. You know who we should have on is Aubrey O'Day. Do you
No.
know who Aubrey O'Day is?
have P. Diddy on.
He's not coming on. And I don't even want to sit with him.
Yeah, me neither.
He's a schmuck.
He's
Aubrey O'Day has been saying forever that Diddy is a piece of poo-poo and that everyone should be looking out for Diddy.
Aubrey O'Day.
Aubrey O'Day, do you know who Dan? You don't know anyone. You know the guest that's coming on today magically, though.
I do, yes.
But Aubrey O'Day was in Danity Kane. P. Diddy used to have a show called Making... It's my mom. Should I not even answer it? I'll just tell her. Hello? I'm in the middle of a podcast right by myself, me and Lou right now. Just live, me and Lou.
And thank God I'm there.
Is Dad coming back? Do you know if Dad's coming back? Okay. He's not, or you don't know? Okay, bye.
Well?
She said he's not. Is that a lie? Who's lying to me?
I was just texting him.
Okay, she said he's not coming back.
He's coming back.
Okay.
What were the exact words he used? I'm coming back?
I want to read his texts over.
Okay. Alice Martinez gave $2 for Lou to show his toes again.
Well, Alice.
No, Alice.
Alice Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
$2. I won't even show you my hands.
Why? You're a spoiled brat.
I am. Really,
$2
yeah.
is a lot. You could have coffee. You could have lunch.
For $2.
Go to McDonald's.
Have you been to McDonald's lately?
Yes, I have.
You're better
They
off.
have a dollar menu.
No.
Yeah.
They have a $1.50 menu.
I got a frozen yogurt for under $2
Well, there's
in a cone.
nice healthy lunch for you.
It's good.
McDonald's now is the same price as going into a restaurant.
No, it's not.
For 2 people, yes, it is.
No, it's
It'll
not.
cost you $25 to $30 for 2 people.
What are you ordering from McDonald's? But they're starting to do. It is.
Oh yeah, it's expensive as hell.
It's very expensive.
Lou, your mic, if you could put it in front of you.
Why? like I have something important to say? Is that why? No.
They were going to do dynamic pricing too. Have you heard of that?
Yes, that's when it's busy, they charge more. When it's not busy, they charge less.
I kind of think that's bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's a way to make more money. Everything is more expensive.
But it's not like they're hurting. They're making a lot of money. Like,
you know what it costs for a
McDonald's-
bottle of scotch these days?
No, I don't. I don't
Okay.
drink scotch.
Anyway, if everything has gone up, everything is very expensive. Very expensive.
But I don't believe in dynamic pricing. I think
No,
that's bullshit.
I don't. It's
McDonald's raised their prices because of the minimum wage going up
Right.
here too.
But it's not. They can give people the minimum wage and still not be hurting.
They
I
are.
agree, but they raised it because of the minimum wage.
But that's such bullshit because they're making so much money.
But are
anyways,
they?
they could afford to. Yes.
The margins on food is very thin. It's a very
Not with
difficult-
McDonald's.
And
They're making so much money. The people at the top are making so much money that they could cut their salaries and still be making the same amount of profit even with paying the minimum wage and it going up.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, Jackie.
It's so true. Could someone see what the top executives of McDonald's are making?
They're independently owned. You can own a franchise of McDonald's.
That's true. You can own a franchise.
And the franchise owners.
But the execs can cut their salaries and have it trickle down to the franchise owners that are still making a lot.
Yeah.
It's the top execs that have to like cut down their earnings in order to still break even and people be able to afford a living wage, which they can't right
Well,
now.
McDonald's has really never been, in my mind, a place that you got a job and made a living wage. It's a place where you got a job and moved on to another job.
You can't make a living wage anywhere right now, especially in California.
It's just crazy.
Mando V is giving $5 for the Loose Change Fund. You got $5. So now you're up to $7, but you still haven't shown your feet.
Yeah, that's again, not going to happen. I work for a minimum wage of $20 for my feet.
You don't think that we need to raise the minimum wage, especially if the cost of living has gone up tremendously?
But didn't they double the minimum wage? What I mean, it's 20.
And the cost of living has more than doubled in the last 10 years.
But that's affecting everybody, the cost of living.
So is not getting paid the right amount.
I think that the price of items, the price of things,
And housing
and housing,
and rent.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes. And
Is what?
It's terrible.
I think me and you are on opposite ends of the spectrum.
The interest rate, if you buy a house today, the
Mm-hmm.
interest rate is 7.5%.
Yes.
7.5%.
Yes.
Nobody can afford that.
No, and so you're making my argument.
No, I'm not making the $20 an hour is not going to help you buy a house.
It will help with cost of living. It'll help with what I think that we should be paid even more than that. But it will help
How can people afford that?
with
Jackie?
gas. It'll help with insurance. It'll
They have
help
overhead.
with
They have rent. They have machines.
So we just shouldn't raise minimum rent at all because it's not going to help
No,
with people
but
to afford
they raised
living?
it to $20. That's a significant bump from what it was before.
I know,
think
but
it's-
something has to be done because people can't afford to live. The gap between the ultra wealthy. I mean, I'm totally
But
showing
they're
right now where I
firing a lot
stand
of,
on politics.
But they're
Like,
they're getting
gap
rid of
between-
they're getting rid of a lot of employees because they can't afford.
That's
to keep them.
bullshit. That's bullshit that they can't afford to keep them. There's so many corporations that throughout the pandemic have
I'm talking
made
about fast
way
food,
more money.
fast food places.
Who have made way more money, than since the start of the pandemic. They've increased the amount of money in their earnings that they've made.
Okay, good for them.
So they can afford to pay more, especially when the cost of living is going up.
I say good for them that they made more.
Right. And they should share the wealth so that there's not a huge gap between the ultra wealthy. There's no more middle class anymore. Like the middle class is being decimated.
Yeah.
You can't afford to purchase a home anymore. You used to be able to work.
And buy a house, yeah.
You used to be able to work an average amount of hours, 5 days a week. And the incentive for doing that was that you would be able to afford a home and pay for your family and pay off your debt and student loans. And now you can't do that. There's no incentive to work anymore if you can't afford to live.
Well, without a job, certainly you can't afford to live. So they need to create more
No,
jobs.
with a job, you can't afford to live.
You know, it's not unusual for people that work in the fast food industry to have a couple of jobs to make ends meet. I mean, I had tons of different jobs when I washed windows, I worked in restaurants.
But it's very different from when you were growing, even from when I was growing
I
up.
got fired working in a restaurant.
Yeah.
I accidentally kicked these two old ladies in the head.
That'll
It
get
was
you
an
fired.
accident. Apparently, Jackie, they ordered tea. I thought they said, kick me in the head.
I Love Hobbit says new episodes of Fairy Tale confirmed this year. What does that mean?
I don't know. David Whispers also.
He said something? Hold on. What
It
did he say?
depends.
Burger money. $20 for burger money. Who are you giving it to, though? Me or Lou? I'll take the burger money.
See, David Whisper sounds to me like he's got a lot of disposable cash.
He bought a bunch of Girl Scout cookies.
From whom?
From my daughter.
Really?
She was very excited about
Very
it.
nice, David Whispers.
And I appreciate it.
David Loud Whispers, more like it.
I can go back to Aubrey O'Day if you don't want to talk about
Please,
the
Aubrey
problem.
O'Day. Aubrey O'Day.
If
Whatever.
you don't want to argue with me
She's a
anymore
singer?
about the cost of
She's
living.
a singer?
She is a singer. Diddy started this group called, he actually had a show called Making the Band.
Making the band.
And the whole premise of that
The
show
whole
was
premise.
that he was, thank you, is that he was putting together a band.
Putting together a band.
Wait. Oh, I love this. I didn't even notice this. When did that happen?
Oh, look at that.
They changed the background of it to just saying Jacqueline Schultz live. Does that mean he's not coming back?
With Lou Dinos.
Yeah,
It's
put Lou's picture in there.
undetermined yet.
It's undetermined still?
No, of what time he'll be here.
Well, where did he go?
I don't know, but he's apparently on his way back.
He got a call. He had to run out, but I'm sure he'll be back.
He's like now he's on the phone on another thing. He's coming back. He might even be here just in the parking lot.
Oh.
Okay.
Put the parking lot camera on.
Whispers.
Put
David
the-
Whispers.
Yeah, David Whispers.
Says both of you get burgers. Love you guys.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
David, I want to give you my bank account number.
Do not give that out over
You
the
can just put
air.
it right into my account. Can I do that?
So, Anyways, Aubrey O'Day was
Aubrey O'Day.
part of that group. I can't concentrate every time that you you say what I just said 2 seconds later.
2 seconds later.
Yeah. Aubrey O'Day was part of the group Danity Kane that he put together on one of the seasons of his show. And I feel like that was the most successful season where they made Danity Kane. And it was a pretty successful group for a while.
Danity
She
Kane.
was the lead singer. And she came out and said that she saw shady ass shit.
Shady ass shit.
Shady ass shit.
I think that's
And she's
one
been
of-
saying this for a while. And people wrote her off.
But hang on. Shady ass shit was one of my favorite rap groups.
Was it? What was one of their songs?
Shady ass shit was one of their songs.
Same as the name of the group?
Yeah, that's how they got popular.
How
But
did
you're not hip like I am.
How did it go?
All I remember in the lyrics
Uh-huh.
was shady, and they would repeat shady, 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 and then the rest of the group would go ass shit, ass shit.
I like the ass shit part. That's good.
Yeah.
We need to find that song later so we
Yeah.
could play it, unless we get
All right,
dinged
go
or
on. So
something.
Aubrey O'Day was part of this group.
Aubrey O'Day.
O'Day.
She was part of this
Okay.
group. Danity Kane, the lead singer, but she was saying that he was trying to get her. I don't know the exact details, but that he was, and you guys could chime in the chat and let me know if I'm right or wrong or what the details are. But he was trying to get her to do certain things with not only him but like other people, and she refused, and so he made sure that she couldn't work anymore in the industry,
Right.
and that she's been saying it's going to come out for a really long time.
Similar thing happened to me, Jackie,
Uh-huh.
except nobody threatened to not make me work anymore in the industry. It just happened.
Who
It just
was
happened.
telling you to do shady ass shit?
Nobody. It was similar in the sense that I didn't work anymore in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
But can I just add this? Even though I couldn't get a job,
Mm-hmm.
I could still get arrested, and I'm proud of that.
If Diddy was trying to pimp you out,
Yeah,
would you be okay with that if you got to stay in the industry?
that would be a hard no.
No?
Yeah,
Like, what is the line that you won't cross?
that I won't cross any kind of sexual encounter that's part of it. I won't. That's happened to me. I won't do that.
But you will show your feet.
I show my feet only because the show, the podcast, really wanted me to show my feet. That's why.
So what if the podcast really wanted you to do other stuff? Like chat, you can tell him some of the other stuff
No,
that you
I-
would like him to do, and we'll see if he'll do it.
No.
What is your bottom line?
That's it. Showing my feet.
I feel like there might be more, Lou. I feel like we could peer pressure you to do some stuff. What is this? Is this Diddy that has wiki feet? Yes. Look at Diddy's wiki feet.
He's wearing a dress.
Those are the. What is he wearing?
A dress.
That's not a dress, but what is he wearing?
A dress.
Those are the feet of a bad person.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
Bad person's foot.
Disgusting.
Bad foot. Bad foot.
Bad foot. Oh, look at that.
Well, look at that. More feet shots.
Ciroc, it's like he's posing with Ciroc and his feet. That's disgusting. Do you think that sells more?
Who's the guy sitting down cross-legged over there?
And he's hanging out with Diddy, so he must be a sketchy fella.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
He's too, it's not, it's a very clear photo for it to be sketchy.
No, but he can be a.
Oh.
No, it's not.
The individual could be sketchy. I get it. Yeah, can we see more of those? There's 2 on every picture, but
Keep
can we
going.
see more of those?
There's a lot from this, like, this day where he was wearing those sandals.
Speaking of feet, I got
Yeah.
Botox
In your feet?
on my left foot. 'cause
Why?
It's really plump and juicy now.
Wait, no, Botox doesn't make it plump and juicy. Those are fillers.
No, this was Botox on my foot.
Why did you do that?
Because I felt that I was, neglecting it. So I went and got some Botox. I did the left foot first because I favor the right foot. And I'm going to go back and get the right foot done. But right now, it's just like plump and juicy.
Can you tell when you're happy and sad still? Like when you have different emotions, can you still tell even though?
Yes, Jackie, I got it on my foot. It's
Well,
not affecting my emotions.
I
I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you that much.
the feet are the windows to your soul.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I got problems.
So I don't know. I feel like you may have just messed up the window to your soul. But you only did one foot?
I only did the left foot.
Why?
Because
Can we see?
no,
Can we see?
you're going to have to believe me. But when I tell you it's plump and juicy, it is plump and juicy, baby.
But it was you like did you really get it? Was it for sweating?
No.
You know people get Botox to stop sweating.
Yeah. No.
I know someone that did that.
I got it purely for aesthetic reasons. I got it because I wanted my left foot to look better.
Then you're right.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why
You don't want them even?
one of the reasons why I wear socks, and
Yeah.
especially shoes, is because of my feet.
Oh, those are some sexy pictures of Diddy and his. Wow. Look, he gets a pedicure.
Yeah, and he also gets arrested by the feds. So
He hasn't been arrested yet, I don't think. I think it's just the raid. He hasn't been, just people that are around him have been arrested, right? Like, I saw they put his sons in handcuffs.
He's been walking around with his daughters.
Yeah, no, he's still out there.
how many kids does he have?
There's also a conspiracy that he was behind the Tupac murder,
Oh, like
which I actually believe that one.
literally behind it?
Yeah, he ordered the hit.
Okay.
And then I saw something else on TikTok saying that.
Alleged, always alleged, Jackie.
I'm saying I saw it on TikTok. That means it's not the truth. That means it's alleged.
You said
Anything on TikTok is alleged.
You said that you heard that he was behind. Alleged. Say allegedly.
I believe that one.
Say
It's
allegedly.
allegedly, I guess.
Otherwise,
Red Delicious. Play impromptu D&D with Kenny as the DM. What is that?
yeah. That's
Dragons
exact-
and Dungeons.
Oh, he played Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
He plays
with
that
Kenny
game?
as the Dungeon Master. Dungeon Master.
I don't know. I've never played.
Why? That's so random then.
When is the guest coming in?
Maybe it stands for Diddy and Diddy.
I think they're supposed to come in 10 minutes. Aren't they supposed to come in 10 minutes, the guest? Can we not have the guest come in until my dad comes back?
Guest is here at noon.
And what time is it right now?
11:49.
Okay. According to my watch, that's another 11 minutes.
Can I call? I can't call him? Wait, can someone please talk to me and tell me what's going on and not
Yeah.
just like whisper shit from behind the scenes, even if
No,
you
no,
want to
we-
like cut sound?
We were good. He's just outside on the call.
Okay.
So yeah, he's coming in any minute. But I have something I want to show the viewers too.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
you can show the
away.
viewers.
Show away. Because I'm sure we still have some, right, Jackie?
We have viewers.
Are we rolling?
We're in a com-com. That's what I call commercials. Com-coms. We're in a com-com.
When he tells us we're rolling.
He said we're rolling. He went like this.
Oh, we're in a com. Well, he doesn't give Kenny. You don't give clear signals. And what is all this? Oh, this is his nephew. His nephew had a band recital, and he asked if he could put his nephew's band recital music in our commercials. And I hadn't answered him, so he took that as a yes.
Which is perfect, though, for Raycon. This music, I feel like, is perfect for Raycon. No?
If you wanted to listen to it clearly. Yes, these Raycon everyday earbuds, which I use when I'm on my treadmill.
I probably shouldn't admit when I use them.
When do you use them?
Okay, so I love true crime podcasts.
Right.
And I don't think I should listen to it when my kids are in the car. So I probably should just turn it off, but there's sometimes I don't want to turn it off and I want to continue listening to the whole story. So I just put my Raycons in so they can't hear it, but I can hear it.
And if you don't believe us, if you don't believe that we think it's that good, how can there's already thousands of 5-star reviews. You can go check it out. There are. So everybody who is using them thinks they're amazing. This music is annoying!
And Raycon has optimized gel tips, which is amazing because it fits perfectly and won't come out even if you're jogging or something, and it's really, really comfortable.
Plus, there's 3 customizable sound profiles. There's an earbud tap function, and there's noise isolation. So they are amazing, and I use mine literally like every single day.
There's 8 hours of playtime and 32-hour battery life. Isn't that amazing?
So
it really is.
You can go to buyraycon.com/Howie Mandel Does Stuff. Just kidding. Go to buyraycon.com/Howie Does Stuff today to get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's right, you'll get 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Howie Does Stuff. That's buyraycon.com/Howie Does Stuff.
Your nephew, Kenny, should go into dance. Music is not his thing.
We're back. We are back live. Let me tell you what you missed. Nothing.
I'm just sitting quietly because
Yeah.
I'm
Stunned. You're stunned.
I'm stunned
You're shocked and chagrined.
that
You're
I'm sitting here by
chagrined.
myself and I now have my own podcast.
You know, Jackie, when you say by yourself, it kind of ignores me.
Well, can I tell you I'm a little bit upset with you anyways?
Oh, good. Tell me.
Because you came in
Yes.
and told me that you like my shoes.
I love
These
your
are the
shoes.
shoes, by the way.
Look at them. They're beautiful.
You like my shoes.
Yes.
Is that going to be on my wiki feet now? I have really dry heels, really dry cracked heels. Anyways, I'm wearing high heel shoes. You
Right.
told me you like my shoes and you've never actually seen me have nice shoes before.
On the podcast. I've never seen you because you don't need to. Your shoes are covered underneath the desk, so you don't need to.
But what's the use of coming in and telling me that you've never seen me with nice, like it defeats the compliment. I love your shoes. Should have just stopped right there.
I don't know how to give a good compliment.
But you just went too long.
Yeah.
Like you should have just stopped.
I loved your shoes.
Cut.
Okay.
I've never seen you wear nice shoes before.
No, I didn't
What
say
a
that.
surprise.
I-
That's like when you came in that one time.
But
and-
usually you wear like clunky things, comfortable, clunky, shoes.
Things.
Yes. One day, I think you and Howie both had the ugliest shoes on the planet. Both.
This is what I'm talking about. Why? Like, why go on to talk about how ugly my shoes are? Go on.
They
We
were
had
the both of you had a similar pair of
the Converse.
no, this was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
A while ago, just like ugly shoes. I think it was an ugly shoe day.
It was a Converse because we have matching Converse.
And they're ugly?
I don't think so.
No,
I wouldn't have
they're
bought
not the
them.
ones. You would not have. You only wore them because they were ugly. It was like you had a conspiracy with you and your dad deciding to wear only ugly shoes.
Well, he doesn't wear them anymore because he only wears Skechers now.
Skechers. Mm-hmm. Skechers.
Mm-hmm. They're actually really cool.
Oh, he wears Skechers.
And they're not ugly. They're really cool. And he could slide his feet right in.
Oh, wow.
They're classy as fuck. You wear the Golden Goose ones.
But his feet slide into his shoes.
He's old.
Wow.
He's old. He needs that help.
Yes.
He's old and
Wiser.
fuck you, Dad, for leaving me on this podcast. Just waiting for you to come back when everyone promises me you'll be right back.
And I think our special guest, your special guest, is
Red Delicious
is going to be thrilled to be on the podcast.
Red Delicious says, I want to watch you guys play Overcooked too. What's that?
Apples.
Overcooked is so stressful. It's a game, and you work together to prepare food. Someone has to get one ingredient, another person has to get another ingredient, and you have to send it out.
Is it like a gaming thing?
If you haven't played the first one, I think you'd be completely lost.
Yeah, you wouldn't know the recipes anymore.
Well, that's like, isn't that the same guy that wants us to play Dungeons and Dragons too?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think he just paid money to have it. Can I just tell you guys something right now?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm having an anxiety attack.
No. He's actually coming back. He's actually coming back.
Yes. This segment has been preempted by the real segment. Take a deep breath.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Take a deep breath.
I'm fine.
Take a deep breath anyway.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, not that deep. What do you?
No, that's what I learned in therapy.
What is it?
You breathe in through your nose and you hold it, and then you breathe out slowly through your mouth. You don't whistle. You don't whistle. This is giving me more anxiety. Fuck. I would say you do it again, but you do it multiple times, but I don't want you to.
Okay.
Because you whistle.
Oh, I feel so much better. Wow.
Is that it? That's it?
Yeah.
You're done?
Oh, yeah. That's good. You go to therapy for that?
You don't believe in therapy either? No. No, of course you don't. Lou is like the anti-Jackie. We have totally different views on everything. That's okay.
When you look at what therapy is, it's just you having a conversation with somebody for an hour, right?
Yeah, and you don't feel like you need to get stuff off your chest and speak to someone that's like an outsider and a professional.
Well, you can get that. I used to get that on long bus trips. You just sit on a long bus trip from, say, Toronto to Montreal. You're sitting next to somebody, and you can tell them everything you want to tell them and never see them again. And it's free.
Well, I don't live in Canada, so maybe it's different in Canada.
You can
and
take
they're
from
nicer.
LA to Vegas.
No, I'm telling you. That's not true. It's not the same thing as therapy. Maybe in Canada it is.
I talked to a guy named Manuel one time for a good hour and a half. And he got off in Bakersfield.
Do you want to share what you talked about?
I talked about absolutely everything. And he listened and said, he was telling me a story. He said, do you know what happened to me, man? And I was, what? And he told me a few things about his life. And Manuel and I became fast friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he's doing today.
Yeah.
But
do you think you helped him as much as he helped you?
I didn't give a shit what he was talking about. It was what I was talking about that's important.
Yeah.
And plus, with that accent, I couldn't understand too much.
Oh my God, Lou.
Well, I couldn't, Jackie. He had a very heavy. One time I spoke with a German guy, and he had a thick, heavy German accent. And I was telling him some things that were going on with me. And then he said to me, I know what it is. I do a lot of accents, Jackie.
Yeah.
That was German, just to be clear. And I told him everything, and he knew what it was, apparently, because he's from Germany and had the worst German accent I ever heard.
Okay.
Yeah. I met a guy from Portugal once.
Well, before you talk about the Portuguese guy, Robert Woodbury gave $2 to let us know that wombats have square poop. Did you know that, Alex?
Okay, that's good to know. So I talked to this guy from Portugal. I don't know if you've ever met anybody from Portugal.
Yeah. No.
I never have. So this guy from Portugal, he told me that my name, Lou, in Portuguese, is pronounced Herman. I can't argue with him because I don't speak the language. But, I mean, he's from Portuguese. He's a Portugal guy. So how can I even deal with that?
You're so well traveled. Like with all the people that you've met, it's like you've been to all these countries and you know stuff about it.
Just take long bus trips.
Yeah.
I used to travel by bus all the time to do shows, comedy shows.
Yeah.
I have some
very cultured,
memorable, experiences on the bus.
Any other cultures, races?
One of the best tuna salad sandwiches I ever had was at a bus stop.
That's good. Where? Which bus stop?
I can't remember. It was somewhere I think it was somewhere in Western Canada, like near Whistler. This
is good content.
Yeah.
You know, Ed Begley got stabbed at a bus stop.
Did he really?
Yep.
Well,
bunch of times.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Have you ever been to a bus stop?
Yes, I have.
No, the kind of bus stop that Ed Begley got stabbed in?
I don't know which bus stop he was at, but I used to take the bus often.
No, I think it was more than a bus stop. I think he got stabbed at a terminal, a bus terminal, where a lot of.
This is a good conversation. Do people like this conversation? Are a lot of people into this conversation right now?
Well, if they're not, there's something wrong with them. I'll tell you
what?
right now.
Fuck my dad. This is way more interesting than when my dad's here. Fuck him. We could talk about bus terminals. We could talk about the people that we meet on buses.
Yes.
And Portuguese people. Screw you, Dad. I don't need you.
Portuguese.
I don't need you. Look at us now.
And free therapy on long trips.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get that? Did you get that? No, you didn't. You weren't on my
Yeah,
camera.
do it again.
Fuck you, Dad.
Oh, come on.
What?
That's not good.
That's not nice.
No.
Why? Why?
What?
Why?
It's your dad.
It is my dad. He fucked me in his own way. So that's what I'm doing. You don't think so? You think this is helping me?
I think it is helping.
You stay here, Jackie, and you have a chat with Lou about bus stops. You chat with Lou about different conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And about the issues with the middle class that he doesn't agree with.
That I don't.
Yeah.
I think, jobs.
And therapy. Let him stay here and tell you therapy's a joke, that you don't wear nice shoes.
I think
And,
the economy sucks.
yeah.
Everything sucks.
But we shouldn't help the people that are part of the economy.
Well, I think that. I think that.
Yep.
You know that Biden.
What do you think?
Biden had a
Oh, this is going to get political now. This is
I'm
what
just
happens
saying.
when my dad
No,
leaves.
We talk about the economy sucking, right? But Biden had a fundraiser at Radio City Music Hall in New York last night. Mm-hmm. And you know what it cost to be part of that fundraiser?
What?
$500,000.
That's crazy.
It's true. $500,000.
That's insane. I don't really want to talk about
That's not politics.
Politics.
That's a fact. Is that politics?
No.
Because we're
But I feel like
juxtaposed with the economy. I'm saying that there's people that don't think the economy is bad. If you're paying $500,000,
that's like Jamie Kennedy last week coming in here and complain. What, Alex? You're leaning
I
in?
was just going to ask if you knew that Biden actually poops square as well.
Because people don't talk about this.
Right.
He is related to a wombat.
And he
Did you know
does it
that?
while speaking.
Did you know that?
I didn't, but now it's in my fact.
What is a wombat? Can I see a picture of a
Oh,
wombat?
they're so cute.
Okay, can I see a picture of a wombat? Wombats are cute.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like the smiling one? That's not what the smiling one is. What's the smiling
The
one?
smiling's a quokka.
It looks like a quokka though, doesn't
But
it?
you actually played with a wombat when we went to Australia. They were in the sanctuary, and they were running around, and you could play with them.
Is that okay to play with? Like, did we do something wrong by going to that sanctuary? I know there's a lot of...
That was a rescue one, the one we went to.
Because I know we've also seen, like, back in the day before I knew it was wrong, like that Tiger King shit.
Yeah, never again.
Never again. Oh, they're big! It's a big wombat!
They're huge.
That's gigantic. That's cool. Heatburn said something. Jackie, you're doing great, but call me if you need backup. Sent you a respectful Insta DM. Okay. What's back? Like what backup would I need from an Instagram chat? I'm getting it. My anxiety is flowing, like ebbs and flows. Are you sure, Alex? You don't want to come in with me until
he's almost here. Well, he's outside. I'm serious. I could show you my phone.
Well, if he's almost here.
But I mean, you've been in before just when I go to the bathroom. And you'll do that for Dad, but you won't do that for me? A lot of people say they don't want me on this podcast anyways. I've seen comments saying...
That's not true, Jackie.
No, I do.
That's not true.
The chat is nice. The chat is always very nice to me. You guys are my people. Love you. But in the comments, people do not like me.
That's not true.
I'm telling you it's true.
More people like you than not like you.
There is a lot of people that don't like me. I think
If you
they
were
don't like
liked
me
by-
because of the nepotism.
The
It's
nepotism.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, but why would I don't understand how that...
Should we bring
Why
that
would
up?
people dislike you for the fact that you're his
Because
daughter on a podcast?
I feel like they don't think I earned it or I deserve it
You know
or
what?
I bring anything to it.
You bring a lot to it, and Howie is fortunate to have you as a co-host on it. You're great on it, and you get better every time you do it. You
Thank you.
get
Well, there's
better.
an article that came up if you want to see it.
I am fishing for
There's
compliments.
an
No, no,
I see it.
I'm telling
I
you.
see it.
I'm telling you the truth, Jackie. So what?
When did this come out? The article says Howie Mandel alive. What happened to him? Passed away news viral. That's just like a string of words that doesn't make sense.
What does that say underneath it?
What does it say? Given that people had never seen Howie Mandel with hair before, they believed that his bald appearance was linked to illness, and consequently, the news of his passing away surfaced in the media.
Okay.
When? When was this? Like just right now because he doesn't show up to his fucking podcast?
It came out 30 minutes ago.
No, it didn't. When did it come out?
Jackie?
I don't know.
Maybe Miss Conspiracy. Maybe that's why he's not here. And I feel really bad.
Jackie?
Saying, fuck you, Dad. What?
I'm going to have to leave.
You have to leave? No, you don't. No, you don't. Why do you have to leave? Are you fucking joking?
Yes, I have.
Man, Mondo says, we love you, Jackie. You are doing super, super, super.
Yes.
Nicholas says, I am here for Jackie. How he can suck the Botox out of Lou's feet. Left foot.
No, I have
I
to
thought
go.
you were even staying for our guest.
I wanted to stay for the guest.
Yeah, but now that this is what's going to happen with the guest too. Now that my dad's not here, no one's going to want to stay.
No,
and I'm just here doing nothing. Wait, guys.
Who?
Guys.
Who?
What?
Who?
Who, what? Any of you, can you come in? Can you talk to me? Because Lou's leaving. What the fuck is going on?
I would stay if I could stay, but I have another podcast to go to where the host didn't leave.
I don't even believe my dad. Or my brother. Hold on.
No, he is. He's coming in right now.
Is he watching this?
No, he was on a call.
And Lou's leaving. Is the guest here yet? Wasn't he supposed to be here at 12?
Well, just make sure you stay entertaining because we don't want to lose viewers.
Well, okay. Then you know what we can do? I know my dad did a prank phone call. I don't care if he was fucking saving it for another time. I don't care. What was the prank phone call he was doing that he did? I know he got it from the commenters that asked for
The car wash. He's cleaning,
the blood.
cleaning some blood.
You are leaving? Okay. Bye, Lou.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
From the top of your head to the bottom of your brand new shoes.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my dad's calling. Hold on. My dad is calling. I won't put on speaker. Hello? I'm in the middle of the podcast. Yeah. Okay, right. I was going to play your prank phone call right now. Do you not want me to play it? Plug this in. Okay, plug it in. You guys can hear my dad. By the way, if you see this, I'm full transparency. I flipped you off and said, fuck you, Dad. Okay, you saw. Hold on. Okay. There. I plugged it in. There, you're on.
So let's be honest.
Okay. Be honest.
Your brother is lying.
Yeah.
We had a fight
Uh-huh.
as we were going live.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. Did you say that at the beginning? Because I didn't see the beginning.
I did not say that. I said you wanted cameras. There was issues with cameras. The IT guy said no.
Let's tell the truth.
Okay, you tell the truth. You do it then. I'm not going to
We had
argue.
a fight. Me
Uh-huh.
and Alex
Yeah.
had a fight, and I walked out.
Mm-hmm.
And I went home.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to you, I went home. I'm not on the phone. And now I'm in the car with your mother who said, you can't leave Jackie like that. You got to go back. And that she's mad at me and she's driving me back.
Well, it wouldn't be an issue, Dad, if like what I said on the podcast. The reason
Say
why
that again?
What I said on the podcast is I wouldn't be so mad, but you do this thing where you have a whole sheet of paper next to you. You plan shit for the podcast that doesn't involve me. You don't involve me in the planning.
Left you.
What? Hello? Hello?
What?
There. What?
You're going in and out. I can't hear you.
I was
Can you hear
saying,
me?
yeah, I can hear you. You have a whole plan that you put there without me. I don't know what's going on. We also have guests coming in that are now, they're supposed to be here now, expecting to be on a podcast with you. And then they're
They
just
will
gonna,
be. I'm coming back. Mom's mad at me. Now everybody's mad at me.
you
You know, that's Mom saying, Alex, go sit with your sister. Sit with your sister until Dad gets there.
Well, how far?
Sit with your sister. It's your fault, Alex. You sit with your sister.
It's not his fault because he didn't leave. It's not his fault. I mean, it's his fault for pressing go live when he walked out.
Mom's yelling at me. Everybody's yelling. This is an angry family Friday.
I'm mad at you, Dad.
So is Mom, and so is Alex, and so is everybody.
You're such a baby. Both of you are such babies.
I'm still here.
You're
This is
still
not
here.
the
Thank
time to
you,
yell. We're
Alex.
live. You don't yell when we're live. I don't know that we should be airing this out in public, but the truth is, Alex should be sitting with his sister now because his sister is having anxiety.
You have no right to tell anyone what they should be doing.
I shouldn't have gone home. He was mad at me because I went home and left the kids going live. And then Alex started lying to everybody and saying,
And
I'm
Lou
on the
left.
phone outside.
Lou had
You
to
can't
leave.
do that. You don't do that.
Lou had to
You
leave.
don't I wasn't on the phone at home, and I was really mad. And Mom said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I'm mad at your son because we had a fight." And then she said, "You better get back," because she saw you on the live and you were struggling. And Lou's just talking
I'm
about
not
feet and
struggling. That's a
politics.
bullshit thing to say. Fuck you, Dad. Again. I wasn't struggling.
You don't say that to your father.
No, I am saying it. I wasn't struggling. I just got finished saying that people don't like me on the podcast because they think it's all about nepotism and I don't deserve to be here. And then you say that I'm struggling.
You're not struggling.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine without you. I'm just pissed at you.
You're doing great.
Mom's
Thank you,
saying you're
Mom.
doing great and you're
Thank
being
you, Mom.
You said you were struggling. Don't use the F word to your father.
I heard a lot of FUs before we went live.
And then what did I do?
You left like a little baby. Hello? Hello?
Jackie,
What?
you're shooting yourself in the foot here.
Why?
Because he was coming back. Don't get mad. Uh-oh. You always got to use kindness first.
Are you joking? Oh, look, our guest is here. Look, our guest is here. Wow, I'm excited for our guest. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Hi. This is hilarious. They love it. They love a family fight. Oh, look, my dad's calling. No, he's not calling back. He was just calling back. I promise you, guest, which I don't know if they want me to say it right now, that he's coming back. Don't worry. It's not. It wasn't a bait and switch. I promise. Like, let's just pretend that you're coming on Howie Mandel's podcast, but tricked you. He's not going to be here. Was he calling back? Here, I'll get my dad back on the phone. What was that? Oh, I know what that is. Was that the flyover that we're gonna? I don't think I'm supposed to say that either. He left for the flyover. He left and he's not even gonna hear the flyover. Hold on. Call Howie. Ella. Jackie, take over. Jacqueline, take over. Jackie, I think that's what I'm doing. You don't have to tell me. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just taking over. It is my podcast now. It's amazing how I've amassed so many followers and listeners all by myself. Pretty much just my podcast. Can I have a petition to just take my dad off the signage indefinitely? Or I am just up front and a little small sliver of my dad in the background.
Well, we'll make a poll right now.
Okay. All right. I don't know who I'm more mad at right now, Diddy or my dad. Is he not answering? He's not answering. Hold on. I'm calling him again. You're fired, Howie. Hi.
Hello?
Hi. You hung up on me.
I didn't hang up. I'm going through a rough area.
Van Nuys?
Mom's yelling at me. Still.
Dad said,
Is the guest there?
He's here. He's here.
So
and
bring
I said,
him in. Start talking to him. You know him, and you could introduce him.
you want me to?
Introduce him and sit down. It'll be great. And tell him I'll be right there.
He can hear you. You're on the podcast.
I know, but come on in, guest. It's Josh.
All right,
Flagg.
fine. Guest, come on in. Can we have a round of applause for the guest? Is
I
he
love
here?
this
Is
guy.
he here?
I love this guy. This guy is from. I love the show. Is Lou still there?
No, Lou left. That's what I was trying to tell you. Lou
Serious?
left.
It's
Yeah.
just you.
That's great.
It's just
Wow.
me. It's just me talking about conspiracies.
Well, what's the I know, but you know what? You know what I noticed? That we have more viewers this week that I'm not there than when I was there. So you're doing better than me. I think the key is nobody should be disappointed that I'm not there. What's really good is with a little family discourse, we do better. And this guy, Josh knows about family
He's
discourse,
not coming in
just
either.
even in his
No
own
one
show,
wants
right?
to come in with me when you're not here.
Is Josh in yet?
No. Mm-mm.
Why won't he walk in?
I think people feel uncomfortable right now that there's family drama. You don't feel
He's
uncomfortable?
coming into a big family fight.
He's
really
coming into
is.
a really big family fight. Hi, Josh. How are you?
I'm told. I'm sitting in the booth.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm
Hi.
minutes away.
This is supposed to be my dad's seat.
Okay,
You
well-
want to sit here until my
He
dad
doesn't
comes?
Like germs, so I don't touch a seat.
You can sit in any. Is there a specific seat that he's supposed to sit in?
It doesn't matter. With Josh, it's location,
He can't.
location,
I'm not
location.
talking to you, Dad. I'm talking to them. Is there a specific seat he's supposed to sit in?
Wherever he's comfortable.
Wherever you're comfortable on the couch.
You could sit wherever you want. Sit beside my daughter.
He
I'll go
can't.
sit on the
He
couch when I
can't
come
hear
in.
you, Dad.
Sit
He
beside
doesn't
my
have
daughter.
headphones. He can't hear you, Dad. He doesn't have headphones on. Do you want to put headphones on?
I'm ready.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, they can hear me. Tell him to sit beside you.
Tell
Tell
him
him to take my seat.
He says take his
You
seat.
want me to get in your seat?
Very close now.
I don't want to give you germs, you know?
He doesn't want to give you germ. Are you
It's
germy?
my-
Are you
give me
disgusting?
germs? It's
No.
okay. I have this seat sprayed after
Are you
every
kidding me?
podcast.
Okay. All right.
I shower twice a day.
Wow, this isn't. No one sat in my dad's seat before. You're the first. What?
special.
You are special, and I'm excited you're here.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
No complaints. I'm on my way up to Santa Barbara. I'm stopping here. I'm driving up to Santa Barbara.
In Van Nuys. How do you feel about stopping in Van?
The
Wait.
only thing about Van Nuys, you should... The only good thing about Van Nuys is the airport.
There's also a lot of porn.
I like
here.
porn.
You do like porn.
Do you like Pornhub? What do you like?
No, I don't. I don't like porn. I'm just saying that most of the porn is filmed.
Oh, I
here
thought we were
in Van-
comparing like what sites we like. I like porn.
Oh, So what sites do you like?
I like Pornhub.
That's it. What are the other
RedTube.
ones? Do you like OnlyFans?
RedTube, porn. That's not really a porn site, but yeah,
It
of
can
course.
be.
Of course, yeah.
You know, you can pay people on OnlyFans to actually have sex with them. Schmex, not sex. Schmex. Anyways, you are Josh Flagg. Introduce yourself to everyone.
I am Josh Flagg.
For the people that don't know.
I was asked to come in yesterday, and
Yeah.
I'm assuming your other guest was canceled
No. There's actually
due to the short notice.
No, that's not the way it works. When we do these lives, it's kind of like an anything go. Have you seen our show before?
No.
No, that's very honest of you. You don't watch us?
You're a big fan.
Big fan.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Okay, this is Howie. Sorry I'm not there. I had a fight with my kids,
I'm
and
so
now
sorry.
I'm fighting with my wife, and she's driving me back.
What are you guys fighting about?
Don't.
Just what he's asking what we're fighting about. She's fighting because I left the kids on their own, and I was fighting because my son was he was being a little disrespectful. My son is in there. He's producing the show. He has the button that starts the show, and he wasn't pressing the button fast enough for me, and he got mad at me, and then he decided to withhold the live button, and I got mad at him, and then he goes, well then, and he said some pretty choice words, and then I went home like a little baby, and then my wife got mad that I left my daughter there, and then I forgot that you were coming in. I forgot, and then she goes, you can't leave, so I'm coming back for you, Josh.
Nice.
And
Well-
for the children,
Well,
and because my wife is telling me to.
Nice.
Well, I think the rudest part of the whole thing to me is the fact that you were coming in because I'm assuming that you wouldn't have wanted to come here and drive all the way to Van Nuys if it were just me. Am I assuming
No, but
wrong?
he knows how to respect his elders. Josh was his grand was his god, and he would never talk to his grandmother the way you talk to me.
You wouldn't say
To
fuck
the-
you?
to-
That's not true, actually. We used to tell you to go fuck each other all the time.
It's not right.
It's not right. That's my
All right.
mom. That's my mom.
We would get-
He's still yelling
we
at
get-
me. We're on
we
the
get
air.
moved.
They can hear me, and they hear you telling me. No, that's my wife telling me what to say. You're in the middle of a whole family. But you know what's good about this? The family may break up, and we'll probably need to have separate locations.
That's
And maybe you
fantastic.
can sell us a property.
You know what they say in my business? Divorce, death, and disparity. So we got divorce coming up.
No, but we're Valley people. You don't do Valley.
Of course. What are you talking about?
No,
do tons
we're
of-
not just Valley. We have people that my son lives in Santa Monica. I have another daughter in over the hill. I don't have to give everybody's address,
Right?
But you're giving your sons because you're mad at him.
Right.
This may be a great listing for you
Okay, I like it.
because I feel like, if anything, maybe not a great appearance, but this is good business.
I'm ready. I'm here.
Okay.
You're already here.
Did you fight with your family, with your parents and
Oh my
stuff?
God, are you kidding me?
Do you get along?
Very well. But I mean, we'll fight.
What do you
I
mean? Does he fight? He's divorced.
Yeah, tell me about
I
it.
said with your parents, not like in general. I'm
I
assuming.
think you meant
husband is
immediate.
family.
Well, I don't consider him family.
Anymore.
Actually, I don't consider him family when we're together.
Oh.
So you left.
So I did. I literally just came home one day and picked up and said, I'm out of here.
Then why get married?
Oh, well, it wasn't the plan.
Did
What
he
do you-
get the house or did you?
He wanted the house. Good luck.
What do you mean it wasn't the plan? You have to plan a wedding.
No, the wedding was fabulous. The marriage was shit.
But you went into it thinking
wedding
he
was
was part of your
fabulous, marriage
family.
No, to be
shit,
quite
those are
honest, I
t-shirts.
knew
I'm
I knew I
actually
didn't.
in the building. I'm heading in now.
I'm heading
Okay.
in. I'm heading in.
Stay in your seat.
Well, it's actually your seat, technically.
Okay, I'm hanging up on you. But you went into it. No, he didn't like talk you or convince you into it.
No, but before the wedding, I knew this wasn't right. But I thought to myself, I don't want to be that person that cancels the wedding. How lame is that? But now, in retrospect, it's like, well, it's the same thing as getting divorced. It just would have been a lot cheaper.
Right. And not a lot of hurt feelings if it was like beforehand, right?
I just think it's weird. You always hear about those people that are like, oh, they canceled the wedding. Like that
Are
only
you-
happens so rarely. You know what I mean?
How are you? Stay where you are.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're talking about how I decided to.
That's your close-up, by the way, just so you know.
Thank you. We're talking about how I didn't cancel my wedding because it would be embarrassing. I was going to cancel the wedding.
You knew at the wedding?
No. It wasn't like
Before
on
the-
the aisleway, but before I was going to cancel it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so embarrassing. You know, you hear those stories. But now in retrospect, it would have been a lot cheaper and it would have been the same thing. It's getting divorced. It's the same thing.
But weren't you registered?
Registered, what do you mean?
Like-
at
like-
Geary's?
He doesn't care.
Like at Geary's?
Yeah, whatever. Like, how didn't
It
people?
didn't matter.
put-
He took all that shit anyway.
But people were sending you gifts. You knew that this wasn't going to come to fruition, and you just
Well,
took all
I-
the gifts and you left.
Well, no, actually, I exchanged it for a Rolex, but that's a different story.
All the gifts exchanged for
Don't you
one
know
Rolex.
everyone does that. On the registry, everyone gets the gifts, and then they always exchange it at Geary's for a Rolex. You don't know that old trick? Everyone does that.
No,
No,
I've been
I've
married
never
for
heard of that.
44 years. I don't think Geary's was in business when I got married.
They were.
You're just a kid.
They were.
But you know discourse. I fought with my son. She's mad at me. My wife is mad at me.
You
They
are
took
coming
my
on
picture
quite the episode
I'm
right
so
now.
excited that you're here because I love real estate.
Great.
Do you see what we did here?
It's okay. You could take my picture off. You could take my picture off. I'm just happy to be a guest on my own podcast. There's discourse in his life too.
Yeah.
Our other guest. Now you're the competition. Do you know about that? Yes, you do.
You know, we
Yes, you
had
do.
another guest to come in with you.
Oh, and?
You know. You're acting like you don't know, but you know.
Altman?
Yeah.
I thought you said he came in already.
No.
Oh,
He was
I was
supposed to
told
come
he was
in-
coming in, and then I
I was told
coming in.
too.
And?
You're the competition. I didn't
He
want
canceled.
Well, I guess I'm getting your listing, and he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
There you
seriously.
go.
Well, that was stupid on his
But
part.
that's a big thing that I don't know if people know that yet, because is that going to be part of the next season?
That what?
That you left that agency and went to where'd you go now? You went to
Compass.
You're at Compass.
Well,
but
I mean, yeah, it's been
that's
on-
new.
Well, yeah, it's been in tons of trade papers. It's not on the show because it hasn't been released yet. But yeah, of course it's public knowledge.
No, but I'm asking you if that was part of when you made that decision.
No.
Was that on the show?
I knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't. It wasn't it wasn't a storyline of the series.
It's like a Maurizio thing.
Mauricio.
Maurizio.
I
don't know
love
how to
you.
say it.
Oh, you keep
Maurizio.
Maurizio.
Maurizio. But it's not the same thing. He's related. That you're not.
He's not related.
He's
No,
related. Hilton.
no,
when he left Hilton and Highland,
Oh,
he
when
was.
he was at Hilton and Highland. He was
Right.
related. Yes.
He left his like family to go to
Correct.
another, and then but you left your. It's not even the Bravo family, but you left the group.
Element.
Yes.
And I went to Compass.
With $400 million worth of listings, people are mad.
I don't know. We left. We didn't. No hard feelings. I love Element. It's a great company.
Right.
But it was a very good opportunity.
They give you a good opportunity. Well, you're an amazing business person, and it's all about business for you.
Yeah. So no, it was great. It was everyone. No hard feelings. Everyone's in a good mood, to my knowledge.
I thought so too.
Until we lost a guest.
Until you lost a guest, right?
But what I don't understand is even if that happened, why is it a conflict of interest if you're still both on a show together?
It's
then
not.
then
There's no
the
conflict of
interest, you
interest.
still have a related interest on the show. Like you're still part of the
my
same
business
show.
has nothing to do with this. There's no effect on him whatsoever. I mean, maybe
he just didn't want to come.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, maybe this
Did he
is
say
his,
why he canceled?
Yeah, he said it's a conflict of interest.
I don't know that
really?
he said
Yeah.
it. He didn't say
He
it.
didn't say it. Not him.
His rep said he was booked to come, and then I thought,
What do you mean his rep? What's a
By
rep?
the way,
Like,
for
what do
those
mean
of
his
you
rep?
that
What does
don't
that
know, we're talking about Josh Altman. This is Josh Flagg. They're both on a show together called $1 Million Listing.
We've done hundreds of interviews together.
which I'm a fan of.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then what happened was we booked him, and just like we called, I slid into the DMs and said, "Would you do it?" And you both said yes. And
I don't
do
like
it
when you say you slide into people's DMs.
Why?
Why? I
Because
do it all the time.
but the connotation of that is very sexual to slide into someone's DMs.
I think I'm a very sexual
You reached
person.
out. You reached out.
So then he confirmed. And
Well,
then
you
he
were
said-
talking about porn with my daughter.
Well, she's over 18.
Yeah,
So
it's my daughter.
wait, let me ask you. So who's his rep? What do you mean by rep? Like his agent, his man? What does that mean?
Who was it, Rich?
Who was it that sent us a letter that it's
A letter, a formal letter.
Well,
No,
an
no, no.
email.
Oh.
I don't know. She doesn't want me to say sliding into DMs. I'm trying to bring it back
Is
to
it okay to say? Tell you?
Yeah.
to what?
Who it was?
It was a woman named Casey.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's him posing as a rep named
Conflict
Casey.
of interest.
Maybe he just didn't want to come to
Yeah, we do
Van
interviews all
Nuys.
the time. I don't know what the conflict of interest is, but okay, whatever.
I'm not trying to stir anything up. I'm just saying it was surprising that he decided on the last minute not to go. I'm a fan of you both. I was surprised, and I read in the news. It's been about a month, right, or a few weeks ago that it was
2
at
weeks.
least it was news that I follow real estate.
It broke in the Hollywood Reporter.
I don't know where it broke, but I read it because it's a big deal. In the LA community, I think that real estate, it even makes it like the LA Times, we have that hot property. Like, I mean, it's no, but I just think that
It's like when an agent moves from CAA to William Morris or whatever. It's the same kind of a thing.
but that's not the public doesn't.
You're right. They don't even realize that.
I can read about that in the trades, and you're talking about the Hollywood Reporter, which is trades. But in LA, real estate is a major form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Aside from the television show, it really is. You want to see what celebrity is buying, and when somebody who, and now we know you guys from TV, so that when you change companies, that's bigger news than an actor or an actress changing agents.
That's wild, isn't it?
Not
No?
for everyone. You don't hear about it with just like for them who have a television show, it's huge news. And we heard about Mauricio because of his relationship to
Well, Paris started like really speaking out loud about him. You
Recently?
following that?
No.
You don't.
Recently?
You do
You-
follow.
I
yes.
swear. Why would I
You don't
ask a question
follow
I didn't have the
anything.
answer to? I have better things to do. Tell me the story.
Okay,
ahead.
so you know that Mauricio left,
I
right?
know that.
You know that. And there was a rift in the family. And now with his new show, which is what is his new show called?
Selling No, Selling Beverly Hills.
Selling Beverly Hills with his family. He was talking about on the show why he left and that his brother-in-law didn't do so-and-so and didn't respect him. And Paris was just pissed that he's using that as a storyline and talking about her dad when he doesn't put anything out there publicly and it's hurting their family.
Why is he? You've been talking about leaving Hilton and Highland?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like 5 years ago.
I know, but he's
I know,
making
but
this-
he's because of the new show, he's posting that company's name or using the Hilton name. Wasn't the thing that she was posting, it says stop using my family name?
Because the
You're not on
ad-
social media? Yes, you are. I'm not supposed to say this, but I slid into your DM.
Yes, I just sorry that I have other things. I can't look at what's going on in everyone else's life. So now I'm up to date. By the way, I'm friendly with Mauricio. He was sitting in my living room 2 weeks ago. We were having drinks. I just didn't know what was going on exactly.
I think
Well,
the
now you
issue
got- now you
that
got the
Paris
tea.
has is that he's using the family drama in order to get viewers on his show.
Got it. I just think it's a weird storyline since this is something from like 5 years ago. It's something to bring up on his show now. It's like old
Maybe they
news.
don't have anything else going on, and that's the big storyline, and it relates to his
I'm
family.
assuming
That's
the big
connected.
storyline right now is their relationship.
He talks about that too on the show. That's
That
another
they
big
broke
thing.
up.
Yeah, that
Yes.
they're getting divorced.
Yeah, they're getting divorced. And who is she with? Isn't she with another lady or something?
I don't think that's confirmed.
Oh, I'm not confirming.
Well, if you watch Housewives, she's on the episode. She's on the show.
Morgan, Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't confirm that they're actually
Oh,
together.
no, I wasn't saying that. I was.
Yes,
just
you
saying,
were.
Do you know something that we
I
don't
think
know?
you were saying that.
Let's move on.
Okay.
You do know.
you're
I
gonna-
do not know.
You do
That is not
know.
true. I literally was asking a question.
So you've listed and worked with a lot of celebrities. I know that you worked with, may he rest in peace, Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
Did you sell him that house that he
I
passed
sold
in?
No, I sold the beach house,
Oh.
which was on Malibu Road.
The house now that he passed in is probably listed.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're trying to get the listing.
Well, I don't think it's listed because I was talking to I called the business manager and we have a very nice relationship. Not about that house, about something else. And she didn't bring anything up about it. So I'm assuming that maybe they're not selling it. I don't know.
Would that be a hard sell or an easy sell?
I don't think it really would affect the price. Look, the Menendez brother house just sold. Do you see that?
I did. I was going to ask you about that. And that's not your listing, is it?
No. But I knew the owners. But that sold for 17, which by the way is a big number for that house.
Has it? See, I think that should be bulldozed.
So I walked in. This is so funny. I walked in to show it to a client the other day, and the first thing the agent opens the door, and I just said in front of my colleague, "Where was the murder?" And she goes, "Well, usually we don't talk about that, but since you're going to bring it up, Mr. Flagg, come this way." And
It's the family room.
it was right straight ahead when you walk in.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
so creepy.
They were watching TV, and the two boys stood behind him and blew their heads
I
off.
wonder what they were
Oh my
watching.
god, that's so graphic.
Whoa, what were they watching?
We never found out. We never talked about that.
People don't talk about what they're watching while they're being murdered.
I know, but it would be interesting to know.
It would be. I wonder if they were watching. I don't know what they were
We're
watching.
probably watching Beverly Hills 90210.
I see what you're saying. But so do you probably? There's a lot of. We have a lot of crime in LA. Have you sold houses that have had murders? And
No, but I almost
weird-
bought a house that there was I come into this house on the 700 block of Crescent. I really, really liked this house. This is like 2-3 years ago. I ended up buying a house 2 blocks away. I walk in and the owner is giving me a whole tour, and she goes, "Yeah, we had a murder here in the 1980s. Nice Japanese fellow was murdered and wrapped up in a Persian rug in the basement." And I'm thinking to myself, A, why are you disclosing this to me? You
Don't they have to?
They have to.
No, you don't, there's a statute of limitations.
How long?
Certainly more than 25 years.
Okay, go ahead.
And second of all, is that your sales pitch? Like, put that in the disclosures, not the first thing. Hey, Mr. Flagg, how are you? By the way, a nice man was wrapped up in a Persian rug in the basement. you know?
What kind of man did you say? A Japanese or Chinese?
I think it was Japanese.
A Japanese. Okay.
In a Persian rug.
In a Persian rug.
In a Persian rug.
It's multicultural.
Yes. So I was actually with my now my ex-husband at the time, and he's like, let's get out of here. And I'm thinking to myself, no, I smell a deal. So I was like, I love the house, and he just couldn't get on board because of the murder thing.
You smelled a deal when it was just the odor of a dead Japanese person in a Persian rug.
That doesn't deter you? Like you would live in a house where there's been a murder?
Absolutely.
You respond as if like we're asking a ridiculous question.
I think it's yeah. Would you live in a house that somebody passed away in?
No.
No.
I guarantee you, wherever you live now, somebody has passed away in the last 100 years that you don't even know.
You don't have
But
a
I have a
100-year-old.
newer house.
Could you just pretend, please?
No, no, I
very
would.
funny.
I wouldn't.
Well, you mean like it was like
Stop
an
arguing with me.
It was a
That's what I
burial
do.
ground.
That's what we do.
Yeah, or it was an ancient Indian burial ground.
Right.
See? Do you know how many clients I might come in a house and they're like, no, we can't. That someone died there. I go, she was 104 years old. You should be so lucky.
But
Do you don't believe in the occult or afterlife and things like that? Are you not spooked by anything like that?
No, it's a nice Jewish little old woman dies in the house. Do you think is that
you
a
don't.
problem?
You don't even want to own a place.
No.
Like for an investment that somebody had
died
passed
in. Yeah, I
because
don't.
know
I'm afraid of that stuff. Are you reading comments?
No, I was
No.
about to.
he's looking.
What this
You
way?
have
You
a
can
wiki.
vape.
You have
vape.
a,
Okay.
Go ahead and vape.
you have a wiki feed, is what they just put up on the screen.
You have a wiki
I think
feed?
this is what we do. This is like a segment.
Oh,
now
that's
for
you.
every single
Right
one.
there. Look. Oh, you can probably see it. Those are your feet?
Those are definitely not my feet.
Those are your feet.
Those are your feet.
Those are not my feet.
They
I
are.
bet you they are.
My feet don't look those good.
Here.
Well,
th-
there's
there-
you.
There's you. Right. Here's
Those
another
are my
shot.
feet. Wait, where are all these photos? These are
On
me.
Wiki
Wiki
feet.
feet.
What the fuck is this?
Let's see his rating.
What's his rating?
Wait, what?
That's you. It's all
I'm
your
so
feet.
confused.
Your rating is a 4.
I have a feet page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, go
And
back
you got
to
a
that
4.
ugly foot one. Maybe those were my feet.
They are your feet. We don't lie on this show.
I think it's this one, right?
I would never own sandals like those.
Oh, is it sandals you have a problem with?
You should have seen.
Aren't those like Birkenstocks?
Exactly.
You don't like Birkenstocks?
I do.
Talking
You
to
know-
the mic.
I do. Actually, the owner sent me a pair the other. Really nice people. The owner, the president. I met them at the Four Seasons in Maui. I was leaving. They're like, give us your address. They sent me like 3 pairs of Birkenstock. How nice is that?
So don't shit on them.
I'm not shitting on
Okay.
them.
You did. You
You
said
just
I
said
would never wear
never.
sandals
I
like
never
that.
said that.
You know,
Yeah.
that excludes a lot of deals that you could have.
Yeah,
You could be
I'm
the
sure they can
spokesperson.
buy. They can buy. Do you sell out of town?
No, I'm only licensed California. But I do a lot of referrals to different states.
You know, I know someone who was a good friend of mine that was on.
There you are.
$1 million listing.
Yeah.
There's your feet.
Oh, that's so nice and cute.
So
Look
how
at
do
you.
people get these feet photos? They go through my Instagram and they just find feet photos?
Or even from the television show, like anytime that
It's a
you've been
still.
on and they take
That's
a still,
bizarre.
a screenshot. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
terrible feet. I don't
It's
know
a
why.
whole. It's a whole.
They're
community.
not bad. They're not
You got
bad.
a 4 out of 5, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes. You could make money. You can
How?
have,
How do I
as my
monetize
daughter
this?
tried to explain to you earlier in the podcast on OnlyFans.
Not OnlyFans. There's Feet Finder. Feet Finder is a
Finder.
website where people pay to see pictures of your feet.
I'll get paid to show my feet.
You should.
Okay.
And you
It's
could set your own
don't
price.
waste time. You can set your. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy's
Yeah.
1,000.
I love it.
I'd imagine they can also ask for that on Cameo. Are you on Cameo?
I am on Cameo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
How much is a happy birthday?
Like $200.
that's steep.
Is that steep?
Yes.
I think that's steep.
Maybe that's why I never get requested.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't?
Although no, I've already made 70,000. Let me look at my.
You
I
made
never do-
70,000 on Cameo?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh my
Here we
god.
are, Cameo. I got. Sorry, I lied to you. It's 66,000.
On Cameo?
In how long? In how long have you been on?
$62,460. But I only do like a few of these a month. I really
Because
don't
of
do
how
these.
expensive you are. I've seen some of the other Bravo
gotta get
celebrity
on Cameo.
people that are charging.
62,000.
They're charging like
In how long?
$40.
Or maybe a couple of years.
See, here's another question.
Maybe I should lower my price.
Oh yeah, you can make.
What do you think I should lower my price to?
Well, I'm seeing that the other Bravo people are charging like
Speaking of-
$40.
Speaking of
You
lowering,
think I'm going to sit there for $40?
No,
and send
I don't
birthday
think so.
messages?
I'm just I'm just saying that what you're set at right now is super steep.
speaking of lowering your price, does that there was some sort of thing that was just passed in Congress where they can lower? What is that?
No, it's not that they can lower. It's deciding who pays the buyer's fee. So it's not going to really affect the buyer's agent. Everyone's like, "Oh, the buyer's agent's going to go away." It's not. It's just who's going to pay the buyer's agent: the seller or the buyer, or the seller or the buyer's agent. The seller's agent, the owner of the house, or the buyer. Is he going to pay the agent?
But they sent that. Didn't they lower the percentage?
No.
No.
I think it's that people can decide for themselves.
Hasn't that
right?
always been negotiable?
Of course.
Everything's negotiable.
Absolutely. It's always been negotiable.
Why aren't you a broker? Why are you an agent?
How much time do you have? I mean, give me a...
I got another 10 minutes, 15
Okay.
minutes.
There's absolutely not one reason why I would ever want to be a broker. I'd have to manage people, the liability, having people call me all the time with questions. Like, what am I, like, it...
Wait, because doesn't that double your intake?
No, it would give me maybe 25% more, or whatever the fee, whatever the split with the brokerage house would be. But I already have a very high split, so no.
No. What is the most expensive house you've ever sold?
100.
100 million?
Yeah, I have a friend
Where?
who bought. Did you sell Byron his house?
Actually, last time I saw you was at Byron's party.
Right.
Byron.
Oh wait, in Maui?
No, not in Maui. He's always in Maui.
Oh, at where Diana Ross sang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on stage with him. What did he? He did a. Remember, somebody roasted me. It wasn't
Jeff
you.
Ross.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Chrissy Teigen's mother.
Yeah. No, Byron didn't spend.
He spent 100.
I'm trying to remember. What did
Malibu.
Oh no, I know Malibu. I was thinking of in town because he's building in town.
Yeah.
No, he did spend 100 in Malibu. I was talking to him about that the other day.
Yes. He owns the weather, for those that don't know. He's
Basically.
The weather in general.
He's a great guy.
He really is. He's
love
been a good
Byron.
friend. I've known him since he was 17.
It's amazing his career, what he's done.
It's amazing, but he keeps buying houses. You should see his Maui house. We were at his Maui house.
Well, you know
I
what's
was
funny
not
is,
there.
and his mom is always there in Maui too. She stays in the hotel.
At the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
She likes hotel living. She's more like me. I'd rather be in a hotel than a nice big house.
I lived at the Beverly Hills Hotel for a year. When I left my husband, I moved straight into the hotel.
And why would you buy another house?
Well, I'm not going to live in a
Investment.
hotel for the rest of my life.
And
you know?
investment, isn't it good to always?
Yeah, I've
own
never
a-
not owned. I've always, anytime I've sold a house, I've always said to whoever bought it, I will sell it to you, but I need to find something first because I'll never have a situation where I sold it and then I regret it and I'm like, oh, fuck, now I have nothing to buy, you know?
Also, don't you save money if you put it into another
That's a
investment?
1031 exchange. So that would, if it has
Taxes, your
but you would
capital
have-
gains.
That would be, yes, but that would have to be an investment property, which is fine if you had it rented out.
Got it.
Smart.
She is smart. She owns properties.
Yeah.
She is. My kid's very smart. All my kids are really smart.
Thanks, Dad. You're just trying to make up for the shit that you put me through earlier today.
Do you have siblings?
I have a half sister.
Do you get along?
Yeah, we get along. She's 9 years older than I am.
Is that a caveat?
I'm just saying, like, when you grow up in a household and you're 9 years older, like, there's, it's not like you're sitting there and you have so much in common, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
We're very different. I didn't go to college. She went to Duke. Does that tell you something?
And who's making more money?
She's actually very successful. She's the CMO of Rakuten.
Oh,
Really?
whoa. No way. So you're both doing well.
Point not taken.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. But you're doing well. You didn't go to college.
I didn't go to college.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Brentwood.
Oh, you went to Brentwood.
Then I went to Beverly. I got kicked out of Brentwood in 11th grade.
Why?
I'm not going to go there. Then I went to...
You brought it up.
He got kicked out of school too.
What'd you get kicked out for?
Many things. I got kicked out of 3 different. I don't have a GED. I got kicked out of one school for throwing a chocolate bar in the pool so it looked like somebody shit in the pool, and I dived in and came up with it in my mouth. I got thrown out of another. Why can't you tell your stories?
I can't. I was cheating on a couple tests, and they gave me a warning, and I guess I didn't take the warning seriously, and I did it again.
You know what and this is what I'm thinking the school system should do. They should reward people who have the audacity to look for the shortcut in life.
For the
And
loophole?
the loophole. Because I don't think education is education. School is education. It's memorization. Education is people who are street smart. Just because you have facts that will never be used in your everyday life doesn't make you, doesn't give you any foot up on the competition.
I agree with you.
I know you do.
You're anti-school.
Now you say you're going to Santa Barbara. What are you going to do in Santa Barbara? Do you have a house there? You gonna sell something?
No, it's my best friend's wedding. We've been friends since we were like 16. So he's getting married at the, did I say Santa Barbara? The Ojai Valley Inn. So
You said Santa Barbara.
So it's the same area, whatever.
No, it's not, and that bothers me. As a real estate person, it's
I know.
really
You know why?
important.
Because I'm used to always, when I go that way, I'm always going to Montecito. So I never take the right off to, so I just always, I don't know.
You know what? Some people in this community are name droppers. You are a location dropper.
Yes. I am
Yes,
a location
Montecito.
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 Yes.
I'm going up to see Rick Caruso at Montecito.
Do you know Rick?
Very close friend.
I love Rick.
The best.
Rick is great. I did an episode of a television show. I produced Mobbed, which was the flash mob thing, and it was one of the most beautiful episodes we ever had, where Rick Caruso gave a homeless man a job who became the concierge at the Grove, and then eventually moved up into management, and he's doing really well. It was wonderful.
He's one of the coolest guys I know, and what a gentleman. He's
What a boat.
Tell me about it.
I just did.
I
He
know.
has an amazing boat.
And he has some amazing real estate too.
That's his business.
No, I mean houses.
Oh yes, I know. I've been to I've been by his place in Newport.
Oh, Newport's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a compound. And then he has Malibu right next to Candy Spelling. That's
Yes.
a gorgeous house.
There you go.
Then he's got Brentwood, which is like a park.
There you go.
You know, he's
How many places do you own?
I own Beverly Hills and I own Miami.
Oh, you have a place in Miami. Mm-hmm. Do you like that?
No, I hate it.
Weren't you looking for Palm Springs too on the show? Did you ever end up doing? Yes.
No, that was my husband at the time wanted a place in Palm Springs, and he started arguing with me over. He goes, we're sitting in the house, and he starts crying. He's like, "You're ruining my moment here," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" He's like, "You told me it's a 4-bedroom and it's a 3-bedroom." I'm like,
You're ruining my moment.
Your moment?
To me, that's a flag. That's a red flag. Not a
Josh Flagg.
Not a Josh Flagg. But
that was towards the end anyway. So
I know.
already had
But
enough
if
left.
somebody gets concerned about a moment being ruined, it's not the right. It's not the right person. Today we're having a. Do you know who the Blue Angels are? Like the Air Force or Navy?
Yeah.
Those jets. We're having a flyover.
Like over the studio?
Yeah, for the podcast, they're doing it for us.
How does that work? Don't you have to get clearance and all that stuff?
They've got it all, and we did it all, and that's actually the real reason. Well, he's the real reason I came back, and then I wanted to do that.
Yeah, you didn't come back for me. You came back.
I did come back for you. I did come back for you.
How far away
Josh,
were you?
Calabasas. He went home.
I was in Calabasas. Have you ever been to Calabasas?
Yeah, I have a house listed there right now for $30 million.
Where?
In the Prado de las Felicidad. Where is that? The Oaks?
Oh, the Oaks.
Oh, that's
yeah.
the Oaks. Yes.
But it's
Is
in
that the
gates.
gates
I like the way
behind
you
the
said-
gates?
the
The
gates
gates
within the
behind the
gates.
gates.
Oh, the gates. I know. I love that. It's the redundancy.
Yeah, the gates with because you're gonna get past the first set of gates.
Now, look, I'm in a highfalutin area that's got gates. Oh, look at the riffraff in the gates. Get me more gates.
Yeah, get me more gates.
30 million. How long has it been listed?
It actually was listed with the Altmans before.
Really? Is that an issue?
Maybe that's
the
why
issue. Yeah, that's why. That's the
not
conflict of interest.
I don't think so. There's plenty of listings recently that that I don't think that's an issue.
Yes, I think
That you've taken?
the Kardashians have really upgraded the whole Calabasas.
Well, because
By
we
the
were
way, he's
there.
taking listings of mine too. I'm very friendly. We have there's no issue. Like he takes some of mine, I take some of his. It's all good.
Sounds very one-sided.
I don't know why he's not here.
I don't know either. I was hoping that you could.
He's
fill
not
us in
coming
on-
now. Now that we're saying this, he's not coming. You know
Really?
that?
I
I
think
think that
he
we've
would.
ruined our chances of him coming and hanging out.
Rich,
too.
do you think we've ruined the chances of Altman showing up? Have we said anything out of school?
No, he'll come back if we want him to.
If we,
Wait, just not while I'm here.
yeah.
Do you have his number?
Yeah.
You should phone him.
Say, where the fuck are you?
Say, where are you? I thought you were going to be on.
Here.
Whoa. You could. Oh, you really doing it? You really
Yeah.
calling him? Oh my God! Here,
You
could,
could
if you
plug
plug
this
it in
in.
right there, everybody can hear.
Well,
He's
I
not
don't
going to
know.
pick up probably because he probably knows I'm on. But go ahead.
He does know you're on. We told him
know.
you're on. I'll let you talk to him when it comes up. Uh-oh. I didn't want to stir anything up.
Well, I think we are even more so now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The phone's ringing. Turn the volume up.
They're saying Howie's stirring.
Not stirring.
Avery's Josh Altman's cell
No.
phone.
No.
No.
No. And he knows you. He's probably got ID. He knows it's you, right?
Of course he knows it's me.
You don't
Because
have a
no,
private or block number?
iPhone, it says no caller ID. It says unknown. I don't.
Oh, you do the Rick Caruso thing.
Does
It
he
says
have a
no
private
caller
number?
ID.
Josh, you have to understand. Yes, I am a celebrity.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you get it? I'm huge, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't want people to share my number. Mm-hmm. Do you know? I appreciate you coming to Van Nuys, though. I know what this, for a Beverly Hills kid who's got $100 million listings, you are now in the...
I said the porn capital of the world.
Oh, but this is beyond porn. This is just... But you're close to the airport. I would imagine you go here. Van Nuys Airport.
The only thing good about Van Nuys is the airport.
You shouldn't be the welcoming committee for Van Nuys. That's not a good... That's not what it says on the sign as you enter the... But I like Van Nuys.
But don't you think there's potential here, like real estate potential?
Yeah, why don't you gentrify this? Like, help gentrify this.
I don't know if I
good.
agree with
I think I'm good.
gentrification.
What is
What?
this machine here?
It's a proto.
Oh,
just
I will
wait. My
show
dad
you-
will plug the proto for the rest of the hour.
You will love this.
Yeah.
So
Go for
my friend...
You just made my dad's day.
My friend who originally put Tupac at Coachella ended up... do you remember that? You know what I'm talking about? No.
You know, where have you been?
Tupac at what?
Coachella.
No, I know what Coachella is.
Do you know who
do you
Tupac
remember
was?
Oh, Tupac.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Am I mumbling?
A
it was
little.
It was a little tied together.
Okay. Do you remember when Tupac appeared at Coachella,
yes.
after he was dead?
Yes. No. How do you do that after you're dead?
Hologram.
Oh.
So then he further went on to his own company and created a hologram company. And this gives you the opportunity to be anywhere and walk somebody through a home without actually being there. Do you talk to clients overseas?
Sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like Dubai and China and people like that who come in and
Dubai,
make
we're in Europe, but yeah.
So you could pre-tape, maybe Jeremy.
So would
or
I have to have this machine everywhere?
Well, this machine is everywhere.
Well, what I'm going to put that in my houses and then
You
take
can.
people
You
on
can.
tours?
We on the Kardashians. Chris has it in.
There's
Chloe's.
also a small like desktop version.
I'll show
that
you
makes
this,
more
but
sense.
you can talk to them, but they can also. This is touch screen, and they can move you through, or you can be there live, and you could see that's a camera up in the top. They can see you.
Yeah, but don't you think my clients would be like, we're paying you all this money to be here? You're putting a hologram in my house?
This is no. You think that they show up at the house just to see you and not the property?
No, I'm saying the owner
I
of the
bet you
house.
some of them do.
The point is that you can. It makes you more accessible at any given time, because on the other side, all you need is 4K. You just need a camera. Do you want to show him something? Like, well, show him me. Or also, we have AI, so you can say whatever we can make you say whatever we want. What? I'm boring you.
I mean, it's just like every
Not yet.
single episode, you want to show the guest your proto.
You're making that seem like a dirty thing.
Well, that's what you want to
see
do.
my proto.
Every
Want to see my proto? My daughter's upset and embarrassed because I show them my proto. It's getting,
Whoa. I like this.
well, it's just if you don't know and you're just listening.
This lighting is not terrible.
Is it? That's what I've been saying.
No, who are you, Lala?
I love Lala.
She
Do
knocks.
you?
She knocks the lighting in our podcast.
Horrible. I love Lala.
We had Tom Sandoval here.
Oh, okay.
He's
Tom.
our most watched.
Are you?
episode.
Well, there's another listing you should be getting. I don't know why that's not listed.
Because Tom is trying to take the house, like buy her out of the house, as opposed to them listing it, and they both move out, I think. And she's saying there's some clause legally where she has to live in the house in order for her to retain rights to it.
Is that true?
No. Wait. have
You
to
know
live
about
in
that.
the
You know what's
house?
happening. You're familiar. It's on your network. You're familiar with Scandival.
Yeah, but I don't know about this. But I don't understand. Why would you
Like
have
she
to-
can't move out and buy another property, otherwise she lose some of the ability or rights in a court argument to like determine.
No. Did they buy it with community funds?
They bought it. I don't know if you're calling it community funds, but they each put in. I don't know what's the difference between community funds. If they weren't
Community
married,
and separate. So they either put a down payment or they paid cash. One of the two. Did they put money together, or did
they each put in money for a down payment? There's a mortgage still
they
on
own
that.
it 50-50?
Right. So he has been
I think
trying.
that's Lala's argument. Like, why isn't she leaving?
And who's on title?
It might be a third party, like an LLC or something like that.
No, but I'm
right?
saying,
I
are they
don't
both
know.
on title?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
This is black and white.
Well, why don't you solve the problem? They're having a major problem.
So what is his argument?
He wants the house.
Okay,
he wants
why?
the house and he wants
Not
to
why.
buy her out of her
He made
share.
her an offer.
Oh,
for
so
her
they
half.
need to get an appraisal, see what it's worth, and he needs to give her half of the value of whatever the appraised value is.
Did you always want to do real estate?
So when I was a kid, Fred Savage told me that I should be an agent, like a theatrical agent, right?
Why? What's your connection to Fred Savage?
My sister and him were really, really close friends. They went to Brentwood together.
You know, I know Fred Savage since he was 12.
Yeah, I've also known Fred Savage since he was 12.
I win.
Love Fred.
I did Little Monsters with him. I did that movie with him, and he had just done
Wonder Years?
Wonder Years and The Princess Bride.
He's the best.
He really is.
He's a nice guy, nice family too.
Really nice family, so I knew everybody.
So yeah, I remember he told me, he's like, you'd be an agent or whatever, okay? And then my uncle at the time was Vice President William Morris.
Who's that?
Don DeMosquito.
I know who that is.
Well, there you go. Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been around a long time.
So I said, Uncle Donnie, what do I do? He goes, okay, you get a subscription to Variety magazine. Okay, so my parents get me a subscription to Variety magazine. 1 comes, 2 come, 3. There's a stack this big. Never opened one of them. And my uncle goes, what the fuck are you doing? You're not interested in this. So then I'm like, okay, so that's not going to, this is when I'm 12, 13. I'm always thinking about what I'm going to do next, right?
At 12 and 13, you were thinking of being an agent.
Oh, yeah. So then I was like, okay, I love homes. I love design.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
the
be an
Doogie
architect.
Howser of entertainment.
So then I'm like, I love houses. I love design. Okay, architect. And I'm like, I don't want to be an architect. That doesn't pay well. Unless you're like Richard Meyer or something like that. So then I'm like, okay, I love people. I love houses. I love design. Agent it is. Real estate agent.
At 12?
13, 14.
You liked properties at 13 and 14?
Oh, I liked
You
houses
just
when I was
said,
6 years
that
old
makes
to shut
sense.
me up. My parents would put me, if I was having a temper tantrum, they'd put me in the car and drive me around the neighborhood and look at gates. That's what to calm me down.
Gates?
Beautiful gates.
Not open houses? Just go.
No, closed gates.
Closed gates.
Well, no, houses and gates and like that's just beautiful homes and gates. That would just shut me up.
You know how ridiculous that sounds, but so
Absurd.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
How did they know? Like what? When you're 13, I can't take it. Show me a gate.
You know, when I got my license at 16, most kids like, oh, they get in the car and then they go to like a girl's house or this or what. You know what I did? I drove every single street between Bel Air, Holmby Hills, Beverly Hills, and the Bird Streets. Just every single street.
To look at property.
Yeah.
That's not that weird. You used to take me when we
I love
weren't
open
even
houses.
looking at houses. He
I
used
still
to
like
take
that.
me
I love
to
open
every
houses.
single open house that we can find just to walk through.
I still do that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it is, where it is, if it's open, I just want to be. What is the weirdest thing that you have seen or has happened in an open house? Is there something like that?
I had an assistant. I wasn't there, but I had an assistant who I fired subsequently who was holding an open house of mine. Oh, no, excuse me. He went into another competitor's open house and he blew the guy in the open house. That's
Right.
pretty weird in the middle of an open house.
Did you get the listing?
Of course.
So it works.
So it works.
Yeah.
So it sucks to be him.
It sucks to be him.
Yes. See what I did? It's a dad joke. Why did you? But he. How did you know? Like, how does that come to fruition?
He told me.
Like you would be proud of him, or like
Yeah,
I'm
he
sorry.
thought I was going to be proud of him.
So that's a big no-no in real estate. You're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to suck people off in my open houses. No.
Just yours.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's the difference between Altman and you. Maybe he allows it. Maybe people are going to him.
You know, the first time I saw you, I was with my parents in Maui when I was like maybe 6 or 5 years old, and you were performing somewhere, and we went to go see your show.
At 6 or 5 years old, your parents took you to see me?
Yeah.
I think they thought, well, like
It
everyone
might explain
thinks
a lot of things.
Yes.
that
I'm not
you're
family
PC.
friendly.
Yeah, you're not PC at all.
I've been on a lot of PC shows, but I don't think my live stand-up is.
My parents took me to Silence of the Lambs when it came out. Believe me, this was not
How
a
old
show.
were you when that came out?
When did it come out? 90.
How old are you now?
38.
Oh, you guys are about the same age.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to, Calabasas High, got kicked out, and then went to Montclair Prep.
Everyone going to Montclair when they got kicked out.
So
I don't
people
think
that don't
Montclair's
know-
even open anymore.
So the
It's
people,
not,
it's
it's
not.
They got shut down.
It did
What was
get
that
shut-
guy's name? Doc or whatever?
Yes, Doc.
You know, Doc.
And because
No,
of
I didn't
him,
know Doc. I just know because I went to Brentwood and I knew the next place I'd end up would be Montclair.
Yes, exactly. That's where
for
everyone
the-
ends up that doesn't make it
So
in a
for
school.
for those people who are listening that aren't LA kids, Montclair is this place where you could pay. Was a place where you could pay not only to get in, but for whatever mark or whatever report you wanted. And you know why they got shut down eventually? Because she met her husband there, and was a baseball player there. He would recruit athletes from all over the world and say they were students, and then he would recruit people from like China and that, and he had a building next door, and they were just there in the building to get academic.
They only used their test scores to report for their school as being like one of the top schools that are testing well, and then he would get athletes from different parts of the world to have the best athletic teams.
Got it.
Yeah, so he was just like trying to play
You know how
the
many
system.
people from that school ended up in Major League Baseball and
Not our year, because they found out our year and they shut us down and they wouldn't recruit anyone our year.
So what happens if you get shut down and you're like in 11th grade there? What happens? How do you finish school? Where are you supposed to go?
It didn't matter with those kids.
No, they just didn't finish.
Yeah, my friend got expelled and wasn't there for a year and a half because he got expelled, but then came to graduation, ended up walking and got
great marks.
Great marks, yeah.
You also had another friend, Jason. Can I say that this
Yeah.
guy?
Jason Davis.
You know Davis.
I used to be really close friends with him.
So
Oh,
that's best
that's
friends,
my
husband's best friend.
What was your husband's name?
Alex Schultz.
Schultz. I think I know your husband.
Probably. He's a Beverly Hills kid. He grew up in Beverly Hills.
He wrote the song. He produced the song "We Run L.A." He was a DJ. You know who he is?
Wait, was that for the show that Randy Spelling did with?
It was Shaw's of Sunset.
The Shaw's of Sunset. It was a theme.
Wait, I
song.
know Alex Schultz. I know him. I remember I used to hang out with him and Jason.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Or he was friends with Adam Moonves.
Yeah, Adam Moonves. Okay. Yeah, I know your husband. Text him you're with Josh Flagg right now.
He knows I'm with you.
There you go.
That's what I was gonna say. We have mutual.
Who else?
So, well, you're gonna. It's a podcast, people. So
I just drove to Van Nuys.
So did I.
Okay.
Twice.
This is your job, not mine.
I'm not getting paid for this.
I'm not either.
I'm just. Oh, you're right. But Jason Davis used to have, just to give you an idea.
He went to Montclair.
Yes,
That's how I know.
That's how he knows him and her
Alex
husband. And
went.
she met her husband there. He had a secretary
That I don't remember.
in class.
That he would bring to class.
He
to
would
do
bring the class.
his reports for him.
Wait, that's great.
Yeah.
He was so. I mean, he was so funny.
He really was.
I mean,
It's
when
such
he
a
would start
shame.
singing Broadway songs, and
Everything was funny about
we would
him.
sit in the car together and we'd sing The Sound of Music. We would.
Yeah.
He was great. I'll tell you another story. We lived in this is going to sound so
Pretentious,
Bougie
but that's
and
okay.
pretentious.
Who cares?
It is. But we lived in Malibu when she was a little girl, like at maybe 3 years old.
Where?
Colony.
Nice.
So, but they lived down
Sting's
the street.
house.
Yes.
Down the yeah.
Yes. So she used to say she was a cute little girl, and she'd say, "Mommy and Daddy, can I sell rocks and stuff?" And she'd go on the beach, and then in front of the house, she'd set up a little table, and it was just this adorable little girl selling rocks. You know, people used to stop like a bad lemonade stand, and she was an adorable little girl. And then you go down to Sting's house,
Sting and Trudy's house.
and Jason, who was also 3 or 2, was adorable.
Same age, yeah.
This he'd have a stand set up, a little table, and it would be better than a fucking 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It would be
Like a Slurpee machine.
Yeah, he had like a Slurpee machine. He had all these chocolate bars. He had everything. My kids got rocks, and Jason has like.
I bet you still wish you had that colony house, huh?
That was the biggest mistake. Like
We were just saying that.
That was
the
a
other-
dumb move.
Well, you're stupid too, Josh.
Why? Tell me why. Did you think the shore was going to wash up? Why?
No,
No,
I'll
it
tell
was
you.
my mom.
My wife made me sell it. So we had that house. I bought that house. I fixed that up. And then I was building another. I build houses. I love real estate.
Let's do a spec house together.
I'll do it with you in a heartbeat.
It'd be so much fun.
Let's do one. Let's do
That would
one.
be a lot of fun.
I would do it. I love building.
So, what do you bring to the table? Like, are you into design? Are you into what are you bringing to the table?
Cash.
We like that.
But anyway,
Okay.
This is the most obnoxious podcast.
It is.
But that's okay.
We're
Go on.
highfalutin.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway.
See, Altman should have been here. He could have done a spec house. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many things he could have achieved on this.
So anyway, what was the story that I was telling?
My mom wanted to get rid of the house.
The colony house.
So we bought the colony house. I'll never forget this. So the day we bought this house, it's an amazing. It's a little beach. It was a little beach house. Right on, you walk out of the living room onto a deck, onto the sand like this. This is the deck. Here's the sand. I bought this house the day it closed. The day it closed, and I'm going to name drop again. Tom Hanks, who lived down the street, a couple houses down, said, "There's a storm coming. Let me help you they have boards in the garage. Let me help you put them on the window." I didn't realize why do you put boards on the window when there's a storm
The
coming?
East Coast.
What?
It sounds like the East
No,
Coast.
no, because right on the thing, the waves could come right up.
I've never heard of that in Malibu. Like literally like a storm?
Like a big swells and everything.
okay.
So we put the this is the day I closed. We put the storm boards up on the window that led into the living room or whatever. And we still lived in the valley, so we went to the valley. We come back one day later after the storm. There's a 15-foot drop from my deck to the beach.
Wow.
The beach was gone. I bought a beach house. I lost the beach in one
And
day.
the stairs. It took away your stairs.
Well, we had two stairs.
Yeah.
So I paid. I went and got a guy, and I paid to have 15 stairs to go down to the beach because we want to go to the beach. So I paid, and I had 15 stairs going to the beach. The day I finished the stairs, I heard from another neighbor, "There's a storm coming." I went, "Holy shit. I'm not going to put up the board anywhere." But the storm came. I went back into the valley. I come back. The beach was back, and I never saw the stairs again.
They're there.
They're there. They're way down.
Way down.
So how long did you keep the house for?
I had the house for about 6-8 years.
Okay.
And then my wife, because I'm on the road, I was on the road up until really COVID for about 300 nights a year. So she said, the kids, you didn't want to go to the beach anymore. The kids didn't want to go to the beach anymore.
I did. She didn't want to.
And it's a lot of work, the TVs are rusted out, like just because of the air. We always kept all the doors open and everything. She goes, "It's a lot of work. I just want to get rid of it. I don't want to." So I got rid of it, and I think like it sold for just over 30. Like
recently, huh?
Like last year or something, it sold about. But that's happened to all. I build houses.
And make bad decisions about when to sell them.
I made money.
Yeah.
I didn't make
Where
the
else have
30
you
minutes.
built? Like where else?
We built on Point Doom. I think James Purse lives in my house.
Oh, I like James.
Do you know that? Do you know? Do you do Malibu stuff?
Yeah.
So on Point Doom, the
Didn't
house.
Madison sell your house?
What?
Madison.
I don't know who sold it.
Well, you hired him.
No. I sold it to somebody, to Mark Burnett's kids, and then they did something to it, and then it was Chris Martin from Coldplay lived in there with his girlfriend, and then James Purse. It's on Doom Drive.
Coastal Commission, kind of a nightmare, huh?
Oh, that was the worst building experience
They're
I
the
ever had
worst.
in my
They're
life.
like Nazis.
They are. I did. And we could talk about Nazis because of your grandmother. And Jewish too. I want to just say that we are
Absolutely.
okay with that.
We are
not okay with Nazis.
No, we're not pro-Nazi, but we're pro-Nazi talk.
She was a freedom fighter, right?
Oh yeah, she killed a few Nazis.
How?
She shot them.
I read something too that she hid her child,
My
right?
father.
Your father? Mm-hmm. And that she would be, you could tell it, but that she would disguise herself as a nurse in order to go visit him.
Yep, she hid him in a Catholic hospital, didn't circumcise him. He got circumcised at 18. Can you imagine that?
Why choose to get circumcised then that late?
To get into the army, I think you had, why would anyone want to? I was thinking about that. The draft, that would be a good excuse not to go to the army. I don't know. He had to get circumcised, and then he moves into the Beverly Hills Hotel for 2 weeks to recover. Isn't that great?
It's bougie and not bougie. It's Jewy and bougie.
Right?
It's like 2 weeks recovery time from a circumcision.
Do you remember your circumcision?
No, I got it in the normal
Exactly.
the 7 days.
Well, if you did it today, you might need to do a month to recover.
I had a friend who, and I talked about this, a non-Jewish friend who married a Jewish girl who
You made him cut it off?
Yeah.
He must have really loved her.
He left her.
After he cut it off?
Well, yeah, not directly, like not at the bris.
Right.
He didn't say goodbye, but later, the bris is the circumcision, is the party we throw as Jews.
We throw a party with a moil.
Yeah,
With
Moyle
cold
is the
cuts.
guy.
With cold cuts,
With
right?
cold cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about cold cuts.
Right?
Yes. But I don't understand. I used to talk about it in my act. Like we'd say, listen, you're a good friend. Why don't you come over? We have sandwiches. We have herring. We got a nice spread. We're having a party at my house. They go, what's the party for? We're slicing off the end of my son's dick.
Yeah.
Come on over. My son who is here, his bris, I invited a bunch of people over, and the Moyle, the guy who does the circumcision, was very traditional. I don't know if you know about the tradition, but the tradition is once he cuts the foreskin off, he gives you the foreskin in gauze, and you take it out and you bury it in the garden. Have you ever heard of that?
That I have not heard.
Okay, so that's what you're
Maybe
supposed to do.
that's not actually what
That
you're
sounds
supposed to
very
do, and that was
orthodox.
just
It was. So this guy, I didn't get that. Like I did. So this guy said, "Okay, this is your son's foreskin. Take it out and put it into the garden." And I took it out and I put it into the garden. And then I think like 20 minutes later, I hear a guy going, "Oh God, oh God!" And I go, "What is that?" And apparently, my dog had gone into the garden, dug up the foreskin, brought it back in the house, and dropped it on a guest's shoe. So it was the end of, I didn't know what to do. I don't know if you're supposed to rebury, but talk about a parting gift.
Literally.
you just throw it away. You just threw it away.
I don't remember what we did.
Did mom keep
framed
it?
it.
Yeah, mom probably kept it.
He
She kept
framed
my
it.
belly button and stuff.
We did.
Yeah.
I know we shouldn't have, but we did. It's like
Your belly button?
Yeah, it falls
That's a
off.
thing?
It falls off.
A belly button
know?
is a thing.
No,
You
I
don't-
know what the belly button is. I didn't know you were supposed to save it after they cut
You're
the
not.
umbilical
It's
cord.
You're not.
disgusting.
So it's our
It's
first
disgusting.
child, and I was in the room when she was born, and they let me snip the, as the father, I snipped the umbilical.
Cedars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good for you. Were you born at Cedars too?
Believe it or not, I was not. I was born at St. John's. My great-grandfather was one of the founders of Cedars. Can you imagine that? And they decided, because my parents are like always like, do everything opposite. They're like, that was the best, what do you call it? Like child,
Neo, what do you call the
Neonatal care?
neonatal? What do you call the what do you call the maternity ward? It's the best.
it was the best.
Read the they'll tell
something
you.
with an O, I think it starts with.
Obstetrics.
Obs-
They'll tell you.
They're not
Listeners,
saying yet.
Are they watching?
They're saying sandwich bris. Yeah.
Whatever it was supposed to be the best. So I was born at St. John's.
Was it the best?
Well, look at me.
So he had the fact that you had it, and did you have a bris or did they do it there with a urologist?
I don't remember, to be
You
honest
should
with
not have a circumcision at a place called St. John's, right?
you. It turned out pretty nice.
I'm going to take your word for it,
Oh,
or your assistant from an open house.
Terry, I can't read it. Do you know what that word said?
Obsteria. Sorry,
Obstinariatrics.
she went to Montclair and I didn't graduate. Sorry.
What are you saying, Kyle?
Obstinariatrics.
I went to college too, though.
I didn't. Where'd you go?
UC Santa Cruz, and then
She's
UCLA.
a banana slug, so that's
UCLA
not
for
like
my
going to
master's.
college. She's got her master's. She's a teacher
I was.
in Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Have you ever sold like any low rent? Have you ever like just done?
West Adams.
That's pretty cool. Was it for a slumlord for you to?
No, it was one of those old.
I'm not
fabulous-
saying anything about them. I'm saying, did he sell to somebody who was going to take advantage of the community? There's a lot of buildings there, which I think is terrible, but you can get a building really cheaply. They don't fix them up, and it's unfair. I think slumlords should be prosecuted. But that doesn't mean that he didn't have a connection where they wanted to buy really cheap.
No, it's just one of those, because West Adams used to be a fabulous old part of LA, like in the early teens with these big mansions. It was like an old decrepit mansion, which at one time was magnificent. It was falling apart.
What is the hot area right now?
The hot area? There's no really. people are always like, what's the hot up and coming area?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's none of that. It's
But
all
isn't
been
it not
discovered.
really Beverly Hills anymore because the crime has gone up in Beverly Hills?
Crime is the same in Beverly Hills as anywhere else. You just hear about it more on the news because it's Beverly Hills. I guarantee you, would you rather be in Hancock Park if you're in the middle of a robbery or Beverly Hills? I promise you it's Beverly Hills.
I love that he's laughing. Anybody watching who is not from here, we made a Hancock versus Beverly Hills
joke.
reference.
They're like,
and
what is Hancock Park? Yeah.
They don't know. But those houses are amazing. I love Hancock Park.
Gorgeous.
I had a dinner there the other night because I was invited to the Consul General's house.
All the
of
consulate generals are in Hancock Park.
That's right. So Canada. I'm Canadian. So it's like these big
old estates with the
and
flag
I was,
in
you know
front.
what's weird? I went there. I was in a bad mood, and I saw the gates, and it calmed me down.
See?
We
Gates.
have a lot in common.
Gates.
Gates do calm you down. People want to know.
And especially when they open slowly and elegantly like that, it calms me down, Like when they open.
How did your parents know which ones were going to open? Did they ring the buzzers? Please, my son is having a tantrum.
Yeah, right.
Open your gate.
Open your gate.
But only
What is
certain
on the
gate.
vape? What do you vape?
This is rum freeze. Rum's freeze. I don't
It's
know.
a very fancy one.
It is a fancy one. Were you a smoker? A regular cigarette smoker?
Yeah.
You smoked pot?
Crack.
That's good.
You look like that kind of guy.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's what I would picture.
Do you smoke pot?
No, it makes me too anxious.
Me too.
I start
it's supposed
like,
to
oh
do
my
the
God,
You
opposite.
two have a
hates
lot
me.
in common. You know a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
You're anxious.
Yeah.
You have just bought your own new house, right? I saw that listed. I'm not giving anything out of school that wasn't there. Like after your divorce, you bought. Didn't you buy like a $10 million house or something? Mm-hmm. Was that a fixer-upper, or was that already ready to go? Or when you spend $10 million on a house, you go, this is ready to go, or do you have to put a lot into it?
Fixer up or total needs to be totally redone.
Will you only do fixer-uppers because it's a better investment?
Only. I like to create value. I don't like to pay for other people's work.
And it's amazing what people will pay for something that is staged and painted and tiled. It's not that there's no value in that.
I'd rather do it myself. I've done probably. It's funny. I've done in the last 20 years probably 10 houses, and I've never moved into one of them because somebody will make me an offer that I can't turn down. I've never even put a
Well,
house
how are
on the
they even
market.
seeing it?
Somebody
Friend?
will call me and say, okay, I see this house is under construction. Can I show it to a friend? Well, I don't really want to sell it. They come in, they give me move on,
I used to have a manager that did that. Did you know who Sandy Gallen was?
Of course. You talk about the best flipper of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know Alan Grubman?
I know he is.
Well, he was very close with Sandy.
But Sandy was when I first.
He was your manager?
Yeah.
He was a legend.
Yeah. So I went to have dinner at his house, and it was
Which one?
It was the best dinner I've ever had at somebody's house. There was only about 10 of us, and it was Dolly Parton.
That's Barbara Streisand. Probably.
No, so she wasn't at that one, but it was
Cher.
No.
David Geffen.
No. Do you want to keep guessing?
I'm just going through his crew.
I don't know that. Well, Dolly was like his partner.
Yeah.
But it was Bob Dylan. It was Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder when they were together.
Have you been by Bob Dylan's house, by the way, in Malibu?
In Malibu? Mm-hmm. Like recently?
It's kind of a mess.
Why?
It's stinky, right?
It's a mess.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's okay.
But his son was our neighbor in the thing. His son, right? Does he still live there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Boy, you end up talking real estate. So what should, if you want to leave us with one tip?
You don't like new construction either, right? You're like, you don't like the coldness of, that's what I keep saying.
Not really. I mean, I sell a lot of it. It's not what I enjoy. It's like I like a great old Bel Air fabulous home,
That has character.
Like I know you're listing or you sold. Was it Judy? It's Judy Garland's
Yeah,
first.
the pool is shaped like a pill.
That's funny.
I thought it was funny.
It was, and I'm holding for the laugh. I would imagine many people are laughing.
Right.
Did you sell it or are you listing
No, I have it on the market now. It's fabulous. Best deal in Bel Air.
Why?
Turnkey, move-in ready, $11.5 million. Like in Bel Air, you don't get a done house in Bel Air for that price. Like in prime location next to the Bel Air Hotel.
It is done. It doesn't need work.
Nothing. Turnkey.
It was Judy Garland's house.
She built it.
Wow, it's a lot of history there.
I want to see it. Is it up on the?
Is it? Do you have it in the listings?
Yeah, just Google Judy Garland, Josh Flagg. It'll come up.
Judy Garland, Josh Flagg. Let's talk about this house. Take
Right.
us through this house.
There you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she built that.
Oh, that's
Yep.
pretty.
Oh, I like that.
It's stunning.
Go to the pictures.
It's right next to the Bel Air Hotel.
Like 2 blocks up.
You can walk to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Look at
is really pretty. Oh, it is
Oh. Who did it? Who redid it? The last owners or?
It's been done by the last owners and the current owner. It's been done many times. And it's a Wallace Neff house, which is a great architect. It's beautiful. And if you keep going, you'll see the photos of Judy in the house. I had all the archival photos added.
You added them?
Uh-huh. Which I thought was a little nice touch. You'll see like her sitting in the living room.
When you
sitting
go
on the
into a
dining room.
house, you put in an effort to stage it.
This is not staged. This is the furniture of the homeowners.
How long has it been listed?
Just listed it literally like 7 days ago. I probably had 35 showings on it, and not Judy fans. We've screened everybody.
They have to qualify before they come in, right?
Yeah,
You can't
look,
just.
I mean,
Look at
you can't
that
look
property.
oh my gosh!
That is so pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Keep going. I want to see the pool. The pill-shaped
pill pool?
The pill
Oh,
pool,
look
yeah.
at that pill.
Look at that pill.
I
It
love
seems
it.
really private too.
It is. It's
What is that?
2.7
What am I looking
acres.
at? Is that a
That's the
pool house?
office.
A guest
Yeah,
house?
The writer's cottage.
The writer's cottage.
The writer's cottage.
Do you just come up with that? You just make that up?
It
Or
sounds
call it
great.
that?
That.
Yeah.
He's a good salesman.
Yeah. the writer's
That is
cottage.
amazing. The key to being very successful in what you do is more about the listing things than let other people come. You want to have the listing rather than bringing in the.
Are you more of a seller's agent?
50-50. I enjoy both. I enjoy finding something and taking somebody somewhere that they don't know about and being like, you're going to buy this house.
And being on television, has that enhanced? Does it hurt? Is there any?
I've been doing it since I was 21, so at this point, there's no way I would be able to tell what my life would have been like without the show. You know what I mean?
You've been on the show since you were 21? Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that.
I'm the youngest, but I'm the longest. I think I'm the longest reality.
Real estate.
Oh, real estate for sure. But on the entire Bravo network, I think I've been on longer than anybody. Any Orange County housewife, any
Was $1 Million Listing on before Housewives?
2005, I guess, is when we came on or something like that. I was
And then-
21.
Before there was even Netflix shows.
I think it was inside the actor studio is what they had. There really was no shows.
Who was on with you when you started?
It was
Chad
me,
started with
Chad and Madison.
What, your friends,
my
Chad?
friend Chad. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My parents are friendly with his parents.
Really?
They're Malibu people.
Yeah, they're colony.
Colony people.
Yeah.
He started, his dad is interesting because he started real estate with trailer park.
Right.
Right?
Trailer parks make good money. Do
Yeah.
you know Michael Scott?
And his partner.
Yeah,
Isn't that-
read her hat.
Isn't
Read her
that-
hat.
that's-
Do you know about that?
No, what is that?
You have to see this house.
Put up.
I know his house. It's in
no,
Woodland Park.
No.
This is his Palm Springs house.
Oh, wow.
Zenyara. Look up Zenyara.
It is the craziest place. If you should ask him if you ever see him, if you can go
Well, I
visit
know
there.
there's partner Lee Court. I mean, I met Michael.
That's his
there.
house.
That's Zenyara.
Jesus
That's in Palm Springs.
Is that like in the Vintage or one in the Madison Club or something?
Not
No,
Palm
no.
Springs. It's like Coachella Valley
Coachella.
in the middle of nowhere.
Does he like rent it out?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Look at that.
But you can go ATVing. He has a whole lake with jet skis and stuff. It's just
11 bedrooms. Look at it. Keep going.
When were you there?
this past December.
For like
But-
a party or?
No,
No.
but they do rent it out during Coachella and for parties, and like companies will rent it out as well. But you can do
That's
anything
so much
there.
fun. You can do it. This is
almost
all on the property.
Killed yourself riding ATVs there.
Yeah, I'm not
Wow.
good at stuff.
But it's
Is there a
really cool.
video? Is there a video? Or will we get in trouble for playing the video?
Maybe because there's probably like music and stuff.
Oh,
There's-
then forget it. Yeah, we won't get in it. We won't play the video. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
That's a great.
We could do it silently.
Yeah, play the video silently.
That's what people on listening will love.
What?
Just playing video.
No, but we'll talk out
silently.
loud. Look at that. The swings in the water. There's a lazy river. There's
There's not a lazy river. There's a moat that you ride jet skis through and boats
I wonder what they
through.
charge
Look-
a night to rent it out.
I know. I'll tell you off camera what we paid.
Oh, you guys took the place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It was the most insane
Look at that. They
place
have
and experience I've ever experienced.
They
in
have
my
what is
life.
that called? They have a petting zoo.
And
they have
darts.
camels. What do you call that thing with the gun that with
Arrow?
paint? Paint gun.
Oh, paint gun. Paintball.
Paintball.
That's wild.
Archery. Full golf course. Fishing.
My brother took a date,
tent-
a first date there.
That's a. I hope he got laid. That's a great.
No, he didn't get her laid.
If you didn't get laid on their first date there, you got a big problem, pal.
But on the way home, listen to this. On the way home, he stopped with her at an open house and she blew him.
Good for you.
Do you need an assistant?
Do you know my ex-assistant that did that in my open house? Maybe they know each other.
Yeah. So that's
No, you know what the problem was? It was a family vacation, and he brought the first date to the family vacation, and we were all sitting in that like teepee together
with babies.
With my kids, yeah, I have
having
two
a
kids.
drum circle.
And his date.
Sometimes you got to think about who you have them on.
Don't we have a video of that? I feel like I could find the video of him and his date and like us sitting in there as a family. And
so, are you dating now, Josh?
I am single-ish. Yeah.
Do you have Do you go on an app?
No.
No.
People slide into your DMs. That's what sliding into your DMs means.
It doesn't mean that.
It does.
He wasn't thinking I was hitting on him. He knew I wanted.
Kind of means it.
Yeah, the connotation with sliding into people's DMs is like more of a sexual one. You could say that you reached out to someone on Instagram.
And didn't I go to their direct messages?
Yeah, you DM someone.
I DM'd somebody.
But not sliding.
Oh, it's the sliding.
It's the slide. I'm think,
sorry.
to me, in my mind, maybe I'm wrong.
Is she
Sliding
wrong?
into DMs means sending someone who you might not know personally a direct message on social media, often on Instagram or Twitter. It's commonly known as a flirtatious romantic gesture to initiate a conversation or to ask someone out on a date.
Oh.
So you've been sliding into people's DMs left and right.
Josh, this
Tell
is our
Mom.
first date.
I love it.
Yeah. Is it okay that I brought the kids and the wife?
You say you couldn't take me somewhere fancier?
Van Nuys. You
Van
don't like
Nuys.
Van
I was
Nuys?
expecting L'Orangerie. Remember that place?
I know the name. I don't know what
It was
that
like
is.
an old restaurant in LA. It was so fancy, but it's closed. For
He's
What
like
bit-
the least bougie. My dad is the least bougie person.
What business
As we're
was your dad
talking
in?
about Senora.
My dad ran my grandmother's company. They were in the clothing business.
She's a big designer, right?
Very big, yeah.
Yeah. What did she design? I don't know that
Women's
about.
sportswear, but it was women's sportswear and it was sold at Bloomingdale's, Neiman's.
What's the name of it? Is it Flagg?
Edith Flagg. It was called
It
Edith
was-
Flagg.
Okay.
It was like mid-level pricing clothes, but it was at like Marshall Field, like that kind of stuff. You wouldn't
she
know
did
'cause
well.
unless you were
Yeah.
unless you were wearing women's clothing.
Never. I
Yeah.
never did that.
Not too late to start.
I know. And I haven't picked anything that I like. I'm now wearing like Teddy Fresh a lot. Do you know Ethan? Gila? I wore yesterday to work a full knit. Do we have the outfit?
You have it here. Maybe
Yeah.
he wants, as a party
Oh!
gift, do you want a pair of shorts?
Do you love knitwear? I see you do.
You know what's crazy? Look at this. Somebody told me I have a hole in the back of my pants. Isn't that
Then
crazy?
you need new pants. Here we go. Look at that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
See?
go
Is
give
that
it
a
to
matching
him.
top?
Yeah,
Oh, I
matching.
love this.
It's yours.
This is great.
That is Teddy
Is
Fresh.
it gonna fit me though?
Yes.
How do I know? Do you know my size?
It doesn't
might be
matter. That's
big.
supposed to be oversized.
It could be loungewear.
And look at the shorts. Pick up the
Who's
shorts.
Teddy Fresh?
Teddy Fresh is a friend of ours. He has Gila as actually the designer, but I'm giving you that. I'm gifting you
love
that.
You,
You
have
will like.
several of these here?
I have other Teddy Fresh wear. He only sent me
size
that.
small?
What?
You have size small?
No.
It's not gonna fit me, I don't think.
But I
Even
think
as loungewear?
I
Like,
think
just around the
oversized.
house?
You wouldn't wear oversized
Well,
shorts
if it's
and.
supposed to be oversized. Large in an oversized is gonna be like I'm Bruce Valanche.
Wow, there's a reference from 90 years ago. For those that don't know, he's a comedy writer. He's really famous for writing all the Oscars and everything. Very funny big guy with a beard, and he looked like Oscar the Grouch.
He was also on what's that show? Hollywood Squares, right?
Right. Yes, with Whoopi.
Yeah.
When Whoopi was the center square. After
Yeah,
Whoopi, it was
wasn't
me.
Rosie
You know
on
that?
it too?
Who?
Was Rosie on Hollywood? No, she wasn't on it.
Rosie?
O'Donnell.
No, it was Ellen.
yeah.
Don't mix the ladies up.
I love her. I'm having dinner with her on.
With who?
Josh's Mike.
Rosie.
Oh,
What?
Mike.
Is Mike.
Rosie.
Your Mike.
I'm having dinner with her on Thursday.
Say hi to Rosie.
I will.
I haven't seen Rosie in years.
She's hysterical.
She's amazing.
Amazing.
You have this eclectic group of people that you seem to hang with.
I have
that
this,
make no sense.
None of it's like Candy Spelling, Rosie O'Donnell, like Dennis Basso.
So you're with Candy Spelling. Can I ask you a question about Candy Spelling?
Anything you want to know?
Because I've been reading about her daughter.
We should bring her in. She's great on these podcasts. She's very funny.
Would you have? I have no connection to her, but I did know.
Absolutely.
But her daughter is like destitute.
She's not destitute.
She was living in a trailer.
She was not living in a trailer.
I read she was living in a trailer.
Do you read everything you believe?
You read.
Or do you believe everything you read?
No.
Do you read
It's the other way. It's the way you
You
say
do
it.
read everything that you believe.
Right? I know. She was actually living at my house, and then she left for the trailer.
Tori was living at your house?
We were in Europe, and when she was getting divorced. Her mom and I were in Europe, and she was having the problems with Dean or whatever, and she wanted to leave. So I said, go over to my house and stay at my house. And then next thing I know, she's in a trailer. And then she went to a
why are you denying
motel.
But she's in a trailer in a
next
motel.
Next time, she could be at an Indian reservation.
Why wouldn't she be at Candy's house? Candy.
She could have been.
But,
But she doesn't like. She doesn't. Don't they not get along?
They got along. They get along perfectly now. It's just.
Is this for just tabloids? Is it for attention?
Candy does not. No, Candy doesn't like that attention at all.
I'm not talking about Candy because she's not really the one that's in the news and the articles.
I can't speak for Tori. It's very complex. I don't know.
But you're Team Candy.
I'm team both of them. I love them both. I'm friends with both of them separate. I'm very, very close with Candy, but Tori, I've known Tori for 20 years.
It's very diplomatic of you.
I'm trying to be diplomatic.
Yeah. You don't have an issue with anyone.
I can tell you one thing. That,
you know what? You can be a little more open with people who give you knitwear.
that is true. Now you're just guilting me. Oh my God, there's a teddy bear on it.
Yeah.
It's Teddy Fresh.
That's cool.
Yeah, and look at the shorts have a bow in the back.
Where do they sell this stuff?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Do you make
online?
This? Is this yours?
No,
Online.
no. It's called Teddy Fresh. I don't make it.
Oh.
I'm going to
a
do
brand.
a collab with them. I
Maybe
love
you're not
them.
allowed to say that.
Oh,
They messaged
sorry,
you privately.
Ethan. Sorry, Ethan. I hope it
You
works
just screwed
out.
up your deal.
I wouldn't do it for the money. I do it because I like their stuff. I think that she's got a really good eye.
I want to do a collab with them, but I want to do it for the money.
Maybe they will.
I don't do anything for the money anymore.
Liar.
It's always about the money.
It's always about the money.
Anyone who says it's not, it's always about the money.
Really?
The people who say, oh, it's just about the principle. Shut the fuck up. It's not about the principle.
I love your shoes today.
What do you?
Mine? No.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Skechers.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's about the money.
Right?
And
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
man-made. These are my new underpants. Man-made are these are great. You want new underpants?
Sure. We'll go with my outfit.
You can get him new
I
underpants
can get you
too.
underpants. You're gonna love. These are man-made. This is a Canadian company that makes these boxers in black and navy, and they don't bunch up, and you can't sweat in them. It's just amazing. It's the most comfortable underpants I've ever worn, and I'm not getting right now. I'm not getting paid, but if I keep mentioning it, maybe one day they'll pay me. That's not why I would do it, though.
They put this scratch and sniff thing like on your balls.
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Those are also scratch and sniff. My balls are scratch and sniff, like our subscribe button. You know, we have a subscribe button. How come, and if you subscribe and you keep your finger on the subscribe button for any amount of time, your finger smells for about an hour. Why don't you're a very good speaker and salesman, Josh. Why don't you do a real estate podcast?
A real estate podcast. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't have enough things going on and another thing to add to the list. Do I really want to do that?
Do you really have a list of things?
I'm busy.
You don't you enjoy, but you're very good. The reason you've been on Bravo the longest is because you're a really good on-camera personality. I think that there are not only shows on Bravo dedicated, there's a whole network of HGTV and things like that. People are really interested in real estate, and I just think
And they don't understand it.
and they
either. A
don't
lot of
understand
people
how to
don't.
get into it or how to buy it. And I just think that you probably
We'll do a show together. I don't know how we'll do it that. We'll do a real estate show together. See, you don't want to do that.
a stage show.
No, a
Real estate.
show.
He would want to do that.
I would do
He would
that.
do it in a second.
I would do it in a heartbeat. I love real estate. That's why I sent a DM to you.
Was that even you, or was that one of your?
No, it was me.
Really? Was it?
Yeah, I'm interested in real estate. I love real estate. I love it. I love any kind of it. I used to be in commercial real estate, not residential.
How do you know Byron?
I've known Byron since he was 17 years old. I don't know if you know this, but I do stand-up comedy.
I've heard.
Yeah. So I was at the Comedy Store in 1977, and he was still going to school, and he was writing for Jay Leno. Jay Leno was my first friend here. Jay Leno picked me up at the airport and took me to the
One of
Ice
his old
House.
cars.
At that time, it was he didn't have very expensive cars, but he was the only person I knew that had a car.
Right.
And he took me to the Ice House. Do you know what that is?
Is that a lodge in the valley?
No, it's
Pasadena.
it's in Pasadena. It's a club, a comedy club. That's where Steve Martin came out of, the Smothers Brothers, and all these other people. Right now, the Buss family bought it, and they invested a lot of money. Johnny Buss,
Jerry Buss's family?
yeah, his son owns it. And on any given night, you could see me or Sarah Silverman or
She's
Bill
hysterical.
Burr. She's amazing. They're working out all their stuff. So what are you taking pictures of?
I'm just doing a little video of where I am right now.
Oh, now you're saying. Why don't you tell them you're live? How many followers do you
He's
have?
not live. He's just taking a
About
video.
750,000.
So why don't you tell them you're on live right now?
Hey, I am on live right now.
No, but you're not live right
But
now.
he's not live. He's just
It
videotaping.
says live. I'm
Are you
live on
live?
Howie Mandel, yeah.
On Howie Mandel's podcast.
Sorry, on Howie Mandel's podcast.
On
not like
YouTube.
It's not on YouTube.
Okay, go on with your story. It's good.
I forgot my story. I have no
It's how you
attention
met
span.
Byron.
He was a kid, and he was working there, and he was writing for Jay Leno, and he was the youngest guy ever on the Tonight Show. That was very big in those days, the Johnny Carson show.
Carson.
That's the front row of the Johnny Carson show right there. See those
that's
seats? No,
great.
see the blue seats?
Was that from NBC, or where did you get those?
NBC Burbank.
You also got his last cue card?
I have his last cue card, Johnny Carson's last cue card. That light that's right beside Jackie. I don't know that anybody can see on the return. That light that's right
Oh,
there.
I love that.
That's the key light that was shone
How
on
did you
Johnny.
get it?
He
Well, you
steals
know-
shit.
Was that the Freddie DeCordova days?
I did the Tonight Show 22 times with Johnny. I did a lot more.
Did you ever do Merv Griffin?
Yes. Merv Griffin gave me a big start. And when I did the Merv Griffin show, which was on Vine Street, I got a call from Gene Simmons, who was the lead singer of Kiss, that said, "You're a very funny young man. Would you open for my girlfriend?" And I said, "Okay. Would you be the opening act for my girlfriend?" I said, "Okay."
His wife, the one he's been married to for years.
No, that's Shannon Tweed. No, his girlfriend at that time was Diana Ross. So I became Diana.
didn't know that.
I'm telling you. I'm giving you info. And I became Diana Ross's opening act.
So I'm
And
sure when Diana performed last year at Byron's party, she remembered you, right?
I talked to her, sure. She invited me to her 75th birthday. I went to her 75th
Where
birthday.
was it?
It was in a few places. I can't remember the restaurant, and then we went across the street and she did a concert. I'll show you the invitation when we're not here, when we go out. But yes, she's been
Were
incredible.
you ever on Joan Rivers?
Yes, Joan Rivers.
This is a good interview
You
of you,
should
Dad.
have a podcast.
Yeah.
You're very good.
Right. Call me
Yes.
Pokey Roberts over here.
Yes, I couldn't get on the Tonight Show, and then Joan Rivers, before you were born, was probably the most successful. What's it called? The most successful host. He had, when he was off, he had guest hosts, and Joan Rivers was huge at the time. She saw me at the Comedy Store and said, "Young man, have you ever been on the Tonight Show?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, you're about to be on it." And she brought me on. Johnny saw me on with her and then started putting me on. And I became very close with Joan. Joan had probably the biggest effect on my career. And I'm still
was
friends with
fabulous.
Melissa.
I'm going to her wedding.
Tell Melissa that you were here.
Should we
See,
call her
have a
right
lot
now?
of
Should we put her on the show?
You could do that.
Let's get Melissa on. Hold on. Isn't she the best? I love Melissa.
I don't know her as well as I knew Joan, but she's been very supportive of any time
Wasn't Melissa here
Yeah.
with Proto?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to do, because we can, with this hologram machine, we can bring back, like I could resurrect Joan. So, are she answering?
It's dialing.
Who's she marrying?
Really nice guy.
Oh, that narrows it down.
No.
Yeah. Nobody you know wants to really pick up the phone.
No, nobody actually likes me.
No, they don't.
Here, I'm gonna
But
call
you
the
don't need to
house.
be liked to be
Call
successful.
the house.
Call the house. I love
You're just
that
going to
people
keep bothering her.
I knew her
Does
when
she
she
still
went
have
out
a
with
house
the
phone?
porn guy. Remember when she was going out with the porn guy?
What?
Vivid. He owned Vivid. Can't remember his
I
name.
don't remember that.
Ask her.
Should we just call people all day?
I don't have all day, but if after I'm gone, you're welcome to stay.
When
here.
is the flyover happening?
How much more time to the flyover?
5 minutes.
5 minutes to the flyover. If you're watching this, we have the Blue Angels. We have the Blue Angels or the Air Force, or I can't imagine, or Navy. They're doing a jet flyover for our podcast.
Do you think all those people have to be circumcised?
Who?
Like the Blue Angels and stuff? In order to be part of the Blue Angels, do they have to be circumcised?
It's the Blue Angels, idiot, not the Jew Angels.
The Jew Angels.
But didn't you say that you have to be circumcised in order to be in the military? And
Oh, you said that,
yeah.
Josh.
What?
That for the military, you have to be
Something
circumcised.
This is, I think, something to do back.
So all the people flying over us.
We have circumcised jets flying
circumcised.
over us in 5 minutes. So call your friends. Everybody get on now and tell your friends we're doing it. There's never been a jet flyover for a
podcast.
No, just Super Bowl and things like that.
So are you going to go outside to watch it, or?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty hot.
Are you going to come?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
All right, that's exciting.
That is exciting. So keep us. I don't want to miss it. We're 5 minutes away.
4 minutes now.
We are 4 minutes away.
I
4
knew it
minutes
was
away from this. None of your friends seem to pick up, or you think they're friends and they're not. No. What makes you think that Melissa likes you?
Well, she invited me to her wedding. I would hope she did.
You don't even know the guy's name.
I do. I just don't want to say it unless it's. I don't know. I'm not mentioning her personal. Maybe it's not announced yet. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have even said she's getting married. I didn't see it in the press.
I'm really close, and I didn't get an invitation.
People don't like you.
They don't.
Mm-mm.
My own children.
But they know that you'll probably say no.
I would say no.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere. I went home.
You seem like a social person. You're a social.
You're social butterfly. I'm not.
I'm definitely not a homebody. That's for sure.
No, if I had my druthers, I would be in the fetal position at home, wrapped in tinfoil.
Yeah.
Tinfoil.
I have to be out every night.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're wondering why your marriage didn't work?
Well, the problem is he wanted to be home every single night.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have compromised. There was no compromise.
What's the compromise?
3 days a week out, 4 days home, or 4 days a week out, 3 days home. There's a compromise.
That's not a compromise.
What's the
not-
compromise then?
Divorce.
Are you not going to get remarried ever again? Do you say like
get remarried.
you are? You're married. You want to be
yeah.
married?
Do you want to have kids?
It's not that I am so craving to have the kids. I just don't want to die without someone to have kids. You know what I mean?
No. You're just saying that when you're sick and you're old, you want a caregiver.
Exactly.
And you want that caregiver to be a child.
Yes.
It's not a reason to have kids. I want help. Let's have help.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want 2 more helps?
They say that
How many more
sometimes
minutes
the
to the
happiest,
flyover?
2 minutes, 10 seconds.
They say some of the happiest people in retirement homes are the people that don't have kids or family, and they make themselves happy and they have friends and stuff because family usually lets them down.
That's sad.
I read that somewhere. Don't know if it's true, but that's what I read.
You know that STDs run
Yes.
wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the villages.
The villages in Florida. Do you know what that is?
Oh,
Mr. Real Estate?
it's amazing.
Is it waterfront?
It's a
No.
That's why I don't know about
it. Look up the villages.
Okay.
We're about to have the flyover. The flyover, is it the Blue Angels? Is it the Navy? Is it the Army? I know it's jets, and apparently we just found out they're circumcised.
Should we head outside?
How close are we to?
1 minute, 21 seconds.
21. We'll head out when there's a minute to go. I don't want to stand outside too long, and I want everything to be ready. Get ready, everybody online. If you're watching or listening, we are 1 minute away from a jet flyover. This is the Super Bowl of podcasts.
And no one's ever had this before, right?
Watch your headsets.
1
Take your headset
minute.
off.
Okay, want to go out?
Yeah.
Let's go out.
Let's go out.
Let's do this again. Yeah.
In 26 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is a first. That is a first.
Did we get a visual from the outside?
Pardon me?
Why didn't we go outside and watch it, like go across? You know what I mean? Wasn't it going over the studio?
Yeah.
So why didn't we go outside?
You missed
You were
it?
talking to your...
No, physically outside instead of on the
We
the
did.
screen. You went outside?
Yeah.
Really?
You were talking to your assistant.
I thought you were in that podcast room the whole time.
No. You were looking
shit.
at it. You missed it?
I guess I missed it.
Oh, well, it was, judging from the comments, it was great. I can't thank you enough, buddy. And let's figure out a way that I would love to do a flip.
Let's do it. I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be a show. We should do it for a show.
Actually, that would be funny.
Are you tied to Bravo? Do you have exclusivity?
But we could do it on Bravo. Does
Yeah,
Bravo ever do
NBC.
any makeover shows? I know HGTV. Bravo should do it. We should.
I'm going to text Michael
Peacock.
Kagan right now.
Peacock probably would.
Is he your agent?
Yeah.
I know Michael at ICM.
Yeah. Well, now he's at range, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here with.
Yeah, tell him he's not going to answer. Nobody you try to get in touch with answers.
Really? You don't think I can get Michael Kagan on right now? And get Michael.
That'll be the last one. Let's see if he can get
How
his
about
agent
Rosie?
on.
Let's get Rosie on.
Just let's get Rosie.
Okay, let's get Rosie. Hold on.
That would be it. And then we'll go out if we can actually get Rosie O'Donnell
Rosie
on the
on.
phone. I want to tell people to subscribe.
How do I get the
Yeah.
thingy in there?
I want to tell people to subscribe and comment. And, we have every Tuesday, there's a new podcast wherever you get your podcast. And then we do live. Oh,
It is me, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones.
it's me, Rosie O'Donnell, the star of the Flintstones.
This is Rosie O'Donnell, the star of the Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Please leave a message.
Yeah.
That actually went. She must be in a garage. That went straight to voicemail. She must be in a parking lot.
Oh, that's the problem.
You're right. That must be the problem, right?
Okay. Who else did I tell you to get on?
0 for 3. 0 for 3.
Michael Kagan.
Yeah, let's see. Just the agent.
Okay, I'll
Just get
Michael
your
on.
agent on.
Okay, I'll get my agent on.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, let me
It'll be a
get
good
Kagan
show. One
You guys are
season,
making
one
a show
house.
right now?
One season, one house.
Granted, I usually have to call. Let me call the office line. He won't pick up his cell. What?
The key to real estate is connections. I think.
People are busy. They're doing their,
No, it's just bad lighting. I know what it is. We are actually connecting to these people.
Call the office line.
I got to say, Jackie, you were
Your call has
excellent
been-
when you were in trouble.
Thank you.
You were.
Thank you. You watched?
Every moment.
You watched and you didn't want to come back for it?
I was laughing
Why?
because the struggle was beautiful.
No,
You know me.
I wasn't necessarily struggling.
I was reading the comments, and
Yeah.
they go, "Howie likes chaos." Howie, I saw all the comments.
I don't really care about being by myself. I really did care about having a guest come in that was expecting to be on your podcast and me be like, sorry,
I
you're
was
not.
never gonna.
Michael Kagan's office.
Wait.
Hi, you've reached Michael Kagan's office at Range Media Partners. He's not available right
He
now.
even has.
Not even his assistant.
that's
Not
it.
even
That
his
shows it.
assistant picked up.
No, nothing.
It must be a holiday somewhere. It's a
called-
holiday in Turkey right
Oh,
now.
it
That's
is.
Good
It's
Friday.
Good Friday.
It's Good
It's Good
Friday.
There you
Friday.
go. Everyone's observing Good Friday. They're all
That's what
Jewish.
it is.
They're all
Yeah,
Jewish.
us Jews are
They're all
expecting
Jewish,
everyone to
right?
answer our phones.
That's what it is.
That's what
it's
it is.
Good
It's Good Friday.
Well, anyway, Good Friday to you all. We wish you all the best. Is there something you want to plug? The show? When does it come back on the air?
They haven't given us an exact. I think probably June or July.
June or July?
Have you guys
Yeah.
finished taping?
Yeah, we're all done.
Is it a good season?
It's gonna be great.
Okay, is there something?
everyone
you could,
back?
Is there something you could tease?
No.
Is everyone back?
Is everyone?
Everyone
same
that was
ca-
on last,
Yeah.
same cast?
Go to
Don't
Josh
be all
Flagg
surprised.
1, my Instagram. There you go.
Say it again.
Josh Flagg 1.
And we'll put that in the after Josh Flagg 1.
Yeah.
Do you show a bunch of the houses that you're representing and do tours and
Great
stuff?
real estate on my website.
Oh, then I'm
on
gonna,
my whatever on my Instagram.
on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Are you on any other platforms? Do you do TikTok?
No. Yeah, I have a TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't dance?
I dance.
You dance?
I'm at 15 seconds. I'll cut a rug.
Nice.
All right. And I want to apologize to anybody out there for making our family drama public, but shit happens.
You Dana Whited me.
Okay. But I want the kids to know I love you. I love you all. And the other 163 people in the building, I love you too. And I'm sorry that I let you all down. And I apologize. That'll never happen again.
Well, that's a wrap.
Whatever.